Cheer. Somebody go
Cheer.
smoke that you.
Scar, man, creeper.
You make me sick to my stomach.
Yo, you're sick to my stomach.
We got it all, baby. We got it all. This guy's making content. Content norm.
But I need him to clean the camera. I saw that a little.
Yeah, you be doing that a lot. You be uploading stories and those shits. You can tell the camera
Dusty.
little dusty. It makes your phone look old when I know it's just a little wipe you need to do.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. That little film you see.
Uncle Norm, dog.
Gotta love it. I haven't seen what. You know what? I can't tell sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, you
cook
do
a
it heat
lot.
of the moment.
I cook
You're
a lot.
heat of the moment. You're an impulsive story maker.
I am.
You plan some stories, but you are an impulsive story maker at the
You
same
just
time.
whip it
Very
open
in the moment.
real quick.
Yeah.
That's
the style.
The easiest way to tell is when you put it around lights. The lights are all crazy. That's how you
Hold on,
know.
let me
Looks
see,
like
let me see.
someone driving at night with bad vision.
Yeah.
And all the
Yeah.
lights are like.
Astigmatism.
There, that's so much better.
Okay,
there you
is-
go.
Hey.
How could you tell? I was in that one moment when I went like this. You saw the reflection.
Yes, I did.
We do
Damn.
this. We do
Okay.
this.
And I said, "You're making us look dusty."
And you know that your camera quality, like what you upload, can affect reach.
True. Yeah, for sure.
It's so crazy.
That's why-
like, they take too much things under
But
consideration.
it's weird because there's some things where they want it to look dusty or want to look low quality.
I agree.
In comparison to like the really nicely shot.
It
comedy
depends
skits.
on what the content itself is, I find.
Okay, that's
When
true.
it's something super ratchet, you're at home, like you're in your house clothes,
Yeah.
it fits the vibe. If you're all dressed up and your shit's dusty,
Yeah,
it looks
you're right,
weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
It looks
That's a good
weird.
point.
Like
That's a
when
good
you think
point.
about those Vines and those TikToks that went super viral, that it's like somebody in their kitchen or whatever.
It's the most
Yeah.
basic thing.
It's the most basic shit,
But I
right?
even
But
think
you
about
know-
like Matt and Shane's podcast. You know them?
Who? Oh,
Matt-
yeah.
Their podcast is probably the biggest one. They have like
And it's
75,000
so
Patreons.
that
Their
poorly
camera is
produced.
terrible.
Dog water.
It's the worst production ever.
But they
And people
also
love
have
it?
a huge audience.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah, yeah.
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I wonder
Yeah.
if I think what is this small little camera? This fourth little hole right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
for
good
that.
question.
What
I've
is
always
that
wondered
one?
that.
I
Is that
literally
the
sit here
0.5?
and I'm Google like, which one? You know, we only use one of them.
Right?
Like every time I try to like block it to see, it's only one of them that actually matters. But I think it has to do with, definitely the 0.5 situation, and then
There's also depth and all that stuff. And
It's
yeah,
not.
if
It's
you
not.
use
They all work
I
together.
love the zoom on here now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Absolutely love it. And I love that you could be taking a picture and just start filming like Snapchat with it now.
Wait, what?
You didn't know that?
What are you talking about?
So like when you're taking a picture, like
Yeah.
this is photo, right? If you hold it,
Oh,
it starts
shit.
recording, and you could bring the picture
Oh,
thing
you
over
mean you
here
could just, like,
and start
zoom and
taking
stuff.
pictures
Oh, I know
while you're doing the
Yeah.
video.
Say word.
And then the zoom scroll
Yeah, the zoom, yeah.
is just, oh my God.
And that's on the 15.
Yeah, 14.
yeah, mine's
It's
a
a
14
14.
and still works.
Oh, mine's a 15.
14 is way better than the
Excuse
15.
you.
I
Is
heard.
it?
I heard the 15.
Is
A
it?
lot of people are having issues.
I know
with
what
it.
you're talking about. That. My shit was fucked. Like, I wouldn't connect to Wi-Fi. Like it was messed up for a
But
while.
I never get iPhones when they first come out.
I needed it. I had a
Yeah,
10S
they
Max.
have to get all the kinks out, the
Yeah,
bugs.
yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
early days. Remember when there was like much thinner,
Yeah.
and like they would bend in people's pockets and
the
shit.
6S. I remember that.
Mine, it bent, and I never got good reception ever again.
Wow.
Like ever again.
Ooh.
Like it would
That
turn
makes
off
sense,
whenever
though.
it felt like.
Oh, my
And then I had
God.
to like hold a corner of the phone for the reception to stay.
Since we're
That's the
talking
worst.
about iPhones and quality content and stuff, has anyone figured out how you upload a video, high quality video, to Instagram and it just looks way sharper and better than any other video?
Any other, yeah. I
Like
don't
sometimes
know.
I'm scrolling, like when I upload it, it just looks regular. But then I have this one friend, every time she uploads a video, it's like I could touch her. Like I'm looking right at her and I'm like, I don't get it.
Are
And
you
she
using 4K?
only films, she only films with the iPhone.
Is it
Where's
maybe
the
ask her her
settings?
settings because
Yeah.
sometimes it's
Yeah.
the raw file can make a difference. The HDR can make a difference. The 4K. There's so many different variables that you could switch around now
Yeah.
with the cameras to make like the perfect thing for whatever you're shooting.
Yeah.
It just depends.
I've tried and I'm just like, it's not. I seen somebody on TikTok. She went through her settings with everyone. She's like, okay, this is what I do to this and this and this. And I changed it to her settings. And I'm like,
It's not working.
Yeah, I've almost
the
always felt that way
frig?
because I used to have Android. So
yeah.
I know
Android
I
is
know you're
terrible.
feeling right now.
Yeah.
For years I was like, God,
It's terrible.
damn iPhones. Well, it's because of social media. They're in bed with them, right?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like they optimize for iPhones on purpose. But I was like, I honestly feel like it's hurting my reach at this point. I switched to iPhone. I swear to God, my videos have gone viral 10 times more
Since you switched?
since I switched to iPhone.
I mean, you know, you
Like
kinda
I
got
was
to.
making skits that I arguably think are better than some of the ones I've made recently, and
Yeah,
the
it
ones I
was-
made recently, gone.
I've been looking at your reels. You've been having great
Yeah,
reach.
Yeah, I got to start up again next week. I'm just like planning out because I like to film in bulk, so I could just edit and then have them
Post, yeah.
scheduled for the day, like just post them out. Because if I don't, I'm
That's
not gonna,
better.
if I try to do it, okay, today I'm gonna post and I'll film it, and I probably won't do it.
Yeah, it's a whole
You know what I
thing.
mean?
Yeah.
For days now, I've just been like, oh, I haven't posted in 6 days. What am I gonna do?
I liked your post today. It was
you.
good.
Yeah, same.
I don't know how to do those without feeling corny as fuck. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it.
As a man, you
not.
can't.
As a man,
you just cannot.
Can.
It just feels
Yes,
so
you-
narcissistic. Like
It's
it's
those
like,
double
yo,
standards,
look
yeah.
at me. Like for a girl, it's like,
No, I think
this
you
is
could
what
do
I
it.
do, guys.
Exactly.
Like it's fun.
It just
for
looks
me,
more
it's
natural.
Like, yeah,
It's enjoyable.
I'm the guy. Yeah. I do.
No.
Like,
That's
what
why
are you
if
trying to
you
do? You trying to
do
get
this-
pussy, nigga? You trying to get pussy? Like that's what it looks like for men.
It's like the get ready with me
No.
content.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
You
it's
guys are
like,
tripping. You guys are thinking way too much into this.
are we?
Yes.
Do you think people
'Cause
don't
I
look
would
at it
love-
like that?
Like I just ask you what you do. I have no clue what you do.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
those are
mysterious.
facts.
Yo, thank
Those are
touch me.
facts that like you could share, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Maybe I need somebody that's gonna help me with X, Y, and Z.
True.
He's
gonna do
got
one right- I'm gonna
he's
do one
got
tomorrow.
like a billion freaking things that he
Facts.
does.
Yeah.
And it's like some people don't realize, some people don't know.
Yeah.
You can literally, I'm pretty sure you can use
I've
my
seen
template.
Norm do a reminder once before, maybe, where it's like, allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm a chef. You did one of those posts, no?
I think I did once upon a
Yeah,
time.
yeah. You need to do more though. I see Di is on the content game. Got you involved.
I know
Body rolling.
she's
That
been.
bachata
Got
video?
you body rolling.
That shit
Yo,
was- that shit had
was
me
fucking
dying.
funny.
So watch this, okay? So back last year, put on a clothing event at my crib, a little vintage thing. We had all these ring lights to help showcase some of the shoes.
Yeah.
And then I just had these 5 ring lights that were just chilling in the corner of one of my IKEA cases. And then Di, I guess her ring light broke. And then I heard she had this bright idea. It's like, what if I took all 5 of these and buy something? She went to a dollar store, grabbed like these rings,
Yeah.
and then like pretty much zip tied them all onto the ring.
Okay.
So
To
it's
make it a big one.
it's a ring light of ring lights.
That's fine.
So there's 6 of them all attached together that she DIY'd
Yeah.
and attached it to the tripod. And one day she just started going in. And she just nonstop, just like, content, what, I gotta think of another one. And part of me is just like,
All it took was some fucking
chill.
ring.
But another part of me is like, fuck, I gotta catch up. Right? Because, you know, she's doing very well with it.
Yeah.
She just sits
I know.
and, you know, there was a point in time when I was on my phone all the time trying to make content.
Yeah.
And she was just like, yo, you're always on your phone, man. Like,
And now that's
you need to
Wow.
stop. Like, why are you always on your phone? Like,
Yeah.
you don't. And she got on me one day, and I was like, fuck, man, fine. And I just, you know, when she's around, I try not to be on the phone as much,
Yeah.
right? Even though
Yeah.
I am sometimes for work, but it's not always for content. But now here she is
came around.
making all this content.
But
and
if
I
you
love
do
it.
it,
I love it.
it could be work. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm
Like
saying.
if you continue to post the content, then that's when you get
Consistency,
paid
man.
for
Oh, yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, for sure,
Consistency,
for
man.
So then
sure.
it's work.
Yeah.
And you have an excuse to be on your phone.
And you guys have a very active community culture-wise. Like, not everybody
Yeah.
has that active of a community
fact.
culture-wise. You guys have a good population size where, like, when you put out that content and somebody sees it, they're going to send it to a tita, Lolo. Like,
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
in the family is going to get that
Facts.
content. Because I'm pretty sure that's how Dai's content is moving. It's like families sharing it with families
Yeah.
and
100%,
WhatsApp groups
bro.
sending it to WhatsApp groups.
And that's how your stuff grows,
Yeah.
because it's at this point it's not like, okay, how many likes or comments I'm gonna get. Obviously it helps to feed the content to the people that already follow you, but in order to really grow, it's like you need shareable content.
Yeah.
So a lot of us
Yeah.
need to start thinking like, okay, what is going to be more shareable and more relatable to people that aren't already within my personal community.
And I get it. You're a comedian, so like we have this certain like integrity to us that we're like, we can't be fucking hack. Like, and it seems, especially when it comes to the culture stuff, like I leaned so far away from it for so long was I'm like, this is so easy, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's almost too easy where it feels like I'm cheating.
Right.
But it's the standard now, so I can't even like be mad at it.
That's what I'm
anymore.
saying. And honestly, your training, I find people need to start thinking of their profiles as like a Pokemon. Like you're training it. Like you're teaching it what audience you want to reach.
okay.
You know what I mean? And the more types of that content that you make, I'm pretty sure Dai's stuff is getting pushed to more Filipinos in her entire life. Like right now, it's just going straight to
She gained
Filipino.
like 4,000 followers in the
Yeah.
past 2
Jeez.
weeks.
Yeah.
It's like
And
It's
you know
not
what?
hard.
It's crazy. If she switches up and she tries to target anything else, her shit's gonna be like locked down.
It depends.
So-
It depends. If she goes adjacent like basketball,
No,
or,
if
or
no, I know.
singing,
If she
dancing,
if she stays within the Filipino community, if she does something that's not necessarily targeted to the Filipino community, it's just gonna she's gonna
stagnant.
plateau. Yeah.
yeah, it's
So she
super
needs
tough to like not unniche,
Yeah.
but like to do something outside of your niche that the algorithm will
Still push,
appreciate
yeah.
just as much as your other stuff because they're like, oh no, this other stuff works. Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
yeah.
I'm not even gonna reward this. It has to be so undeniably good that people are sharing it regardless, and it catches fire that way because
Yeah.
the algorithm's not
Yeah.
gonna help you.
Yeah.
They want you to niche. They want you to stay in a box.
Yeah.
See, I'm also the kind of guy, like, if we go out to eat and you ordered something, even though I wanted to have that, I'm like, I'm not the type to order the same thing as somebody else. Because I could try that if I
It's
really
tough.
wanted to,
It's
and
tough.
I'll get something different.
Yeah.
So, like, now that she's doing it, and everyone's like, yo, you guys, keep on doing the Filipino content. I'm like, man, I don't want to be the tito now. Like, she's
should,
the tito.
though.
But,
Got
I guess,
to.
but
Embrace it.
I'm already the tito. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah,
with that old Lolo Tito video that I did with Ron, and that went viral. So
You're
I'm
trying
kind
to
of
be Matt
already in
Rife right
there.
now.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be Matt
You're
Rife.
trying to be Matt
You're
Rife
trying to
right
go
now.
against the
Still.
You're
grain.
trying to go against
Norm Rife.
your people, your audience, your natural audience is who you should embrace. Don't try to get the other people.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. I just, once again, I don't want to
Box yourself in.
box myself into
Matt Rife.
Tito. You know?
You can just add it to your repertoire.
That's not,
Rife
that's
didn't
not
wanna
the
be
box I
hot.
want to be boxed into.
Oh, what's the box then?
The box is like, I guess it's pretty much a modern day Tito.
Like it goes back to we
Because
just
I
had
thought
it
about
on-
it, I'm like, the Filipino Jamie Foxx.
Am I a Tito?
Practically a Filipino. I'm fucking Tito, man.
Because we just spoke, we had an amazing interview with Russell last week, and he
Yeah.
said something that was profound. Like, what does your fan look like?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What does your fan indulge in? What do they like? And if it's gonna be weed, food, singing, R&B, Bruno Mars,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, brother, that's Filipino. that's just the audience, and you're
Yeah.
gonna get the adjacent. You're gonna get everybody else that likes those things as well. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure, but you gotta. I think at some point we have to like realize it's not tap dancing.
No.
You know what I mean? I know it feels like it as a comedian, but we're not.
You know, for
Just
me, it
make it
doesn't feel
good
like
for
tap
yourself.
dancing. I just need to know. It has to make me laugh and make me feel good.
Yeah.
And if it does, then I'll put it out. But if I'm still cringy,
See,
And
but
I'm like,
I think
Nah.
you're afraid that your humor won't match what people want to see. But I feel like the more you do it is the more you attract the people who do want to see that.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to impress the others. You can just naturally be yourself. So that it's tough. I know at first to push through that grain, but I'm telling you, it'll work.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Ace
Yeah.
it.
You tried not doing
Just
it.
Ace it.
So let's try doing it.
do it already. Don't worry. Guys, it's happening.
Meanwhile, me, I feel like I don't have a thing anymore.
What do you mean?
I don't have
What
a
used to be your thing?
specific- I guess like sneakers was a good chunk, you know.
And now
I
you're
posted
kind of
a lot more
Sneakers,
sneaker
mom.
content, and
You
I
can
feel
never
like
leave
I
sneaker
got
world, though.
I got a lot of men that were into sneakers who started following me.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm like, oh, I don't really post because I don't buy shoes as much as I do.
But you still have pieces, though.
And
Yeah, I
sneaker
know.
culture is kind of much different
No, it
from when
definitely
you
died
were
down.
starting out with the sneaker culture stuff. Like,
Yeah.
died
just the
down a lot.
entire like culture of lining up and raffles and all that stuff. Everything's
Yeah.
kind of changed. You know what I mean? And StockX and the prices. So I think that's part of the reason why you might be a little discouraged.
During the
from it.
like pandemic and stuff like that, it was easier to get new audiences because everybody was so obsessed with sneakers,
Yeah,
right?
big time.
So you get a new sneaker, and then all of a
Dunks,
sudden it goes
yeah.
like viral, or
Yeah.
not viral, but like mad people are sharing it because they're like, wait, what? This
Yeah.
is so. But now it's just, I don't know. I haven't really been doing sneaker content, so thought about it, maybe.
Or maybe
I don't
because
know.
you haven't done it, you're not seeing why it's like lucrative
Yeah.
anymore. Maybe if you try one or 2 weeks,
Yeah.
of doing some sneaker content, it might catch fire again.
You
And
know what
I
you need to
also-
do? You need to go to the sneaker shops and just do the content in the stores so you don't actually have to buy them. Well, what you think about these ones right here, folks? These are the new da-da-da-da-da.
Foot Locker employee,
And then you
like,
pull them
"Excuse
out,
me, ma'am."
unboxed, and then you put them back in. Like, thanks, I'm not going to take these. Thank
No,
you.
I don't want them.
Boom.
Thanks.
You got new content right there.
I also feel as if career related stuff has always done well with me. Every time I shared a new accolade, that's when people obsess. And so that's why I did this post today
Yeah.
about let me reintroduce myself. The one before that showed all my past like radio.
Yeah, that was fire.
It's
People
good
that
to
I
do
met
that at
and
the
stuff
top
like
of the
that.
year, especially, I find. Because a lot of people
Yeah,
do
smart.
kind of forget what you've even done in the past year. You know what I mean? At the top of the year, you doing that is also like, for you and for Dai, you guys should take notes on this. It's like she's showing brands like this is what I'm interested in. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If brands sees that, they're like, okay, she's a mom. She likes sneakers. She likes to travel. Like maybe Flair Airlines hits her up. Like a family thing brand hits her up. Like that's what I'm saying. When you're trying to train your profile, like,
Yeah.
you gotta really like make a dedicated effort to make this algorithm recognize who you are.
Well, that's what I did. And I make the content specific content because I know that it will give me more brand opportunities,
Exactly.
which means my revenue is going to go up. So
Yeah.
even when I went to Barbados, my goal of going to Barbados when I was there was to actually take the time to film and edit the
And
content.
educate.
Because I will film and I will never edit. But I was like, no, I was literally on the flight home.
Yeah.
I seen some girl editing pictures in front of me. And I was like, you know what?
Gotta get out my Chrisean.
Let me not sleep. And I was like, and I edited 4 reels and they were already scheduled. And I was
Nice.
like,
Doesn't it feel
I'm
good?
to go.
It feels so good when you have them pre-edited and just sitting there. You're just like, ooh, about to get this engagement, baby.
I was
Yeah.
like, I did it. I did it. All I had to do with like the voiceovers, because I couldn't do voiceovers on the plane. People would be like, what's wrong with you, girl?
Even scrolling through my album, trying to find the shit that I want to edit discourages me.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Because I have so much. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys
wanna-
edit.
Just
on
got to
your
start with
phones
one.
like that.
He does that. I don't know how I watch him edit entire
Like,
flyers
editing-
and a flyer video. This
can't.
nigga will edit on his phone.
On your phone is
like that's
I do it.
That's why I would get discouraged, because like the amount of work I'm seeing
Yeah,
him
I'm like,
do
where's
on
the
that.
fucking mouse? I
I'm
need the
like, yo,
mouse,
bro, I'm a desktop
not
man.
doing this
Yeah.
though. I
Like
kinda
even
like
Twitter,
that, you know.
Yeah.
even Twitter, I
You're
use
crazy.
desktop.
That's mad.
Is it?
You're just scrolling.
Why is that crazy?
That's
Why
kinda-
is there a desktop browser if there's not?
Because you
that was there
on
before
Twitter,
the
like,
app.
You're on the toilet, like for most part.
For you,
Yeah. Or like on the couch or something. I don't know.
I'm on my computer like
I
almost
feel
all
like
day.
He's always
sits-
on the side.
Yeah, that's
It's like
why
a
he sits
sidebar?
at his thing.
Pardon me?
It's always like a sidebar that you just always look
Well,
up.
no. Well, now, actually, as of like 2 days ago, there used to be this app called TweetDeck where it would literally be 5 columns and you could put whatever timelines you want in there. So like say you want to put your mentions in one column, your direct messages in another column, your home timeline in another one. You could do that. Now when Elon took over, they deleted that app and cut off like the connection from Twitter to it. So they dissolved. And 2 days ago, Twitter came out with the same thing and called it the same thing.
That's crazy.
TweetDeck, but all they added was pro. So it's like I got the same setup now. And now it's like even more efficient, because like if I have my one column where it's like all the publications I follow to get news stories for Flow.
Yeah.
And so I'm seeing that, and then they update. So it's like you don't even have to scroll. The shit just, as people are tweeting, it just
that's pretty cool.
updates.
Okay.
That's why he's on it. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like we
Well,
don't
as of
sit
2
on
days
it.
ago. As of 2 days ago. It
No,
wasn't
but
like that
even before,
Yeah.
right? You've been on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like that is your preference of social media.
Yeah, definitely.
And you can tell because every time something happens,
you're
you
right. He's first on the case.
responded
Yeah.
like shit has gone mad. Like
He's aware
and
of
I'm like,
everything
what the
going
fuck?
on. I'm like, what is this Toronto
We
beef
haven't
about?
caught up
Matrix.
yet, man.
Literally, he's like, all right, we got this
I just
going
love
on.
content. I'm a content whore, man. Like I watch so much content, it's insane.
And
I
I
don't know how
just
you retain it.
yeah.
I don't know either. I think because I
honestly,
enjoy it so much.
I
I
feel
just
that,
like I like pop culture a lot.
Yeah.
I've always liked pop culture, so it's like it's not even an effort to retain it. I watch
Yeah.
something and I could just somebody would bring something up. I'm like, I saw this.
Yeah, like a lot of references to from years ago. Like, yeah.
Remember
yeah,
that? What was it? Soul. Remember that little rat that's going through the files in heaven? You ever seen Soul?
Nah.
You need to watch
I need to
Soul.
watch it. I need
You
to watch
seen
it.
it? That's the best Pixar movie ever.
Really?
It was for
Ever.
adults,
Okay.
man. That shit wasn't for kids.
I heard that.
Yeah,
I heard
so
Nah,
It was
it's
really
good for kids though to
It was
learn
good
that
for
too.
them,
But
but
yeah,
it
it's
was
definitely for
mainly for
adults.
adults.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
watch it.
very
Yeah,
existential. Very much makes you think about your own life. and start reflecting.
Yeah, okay.
It makes you want to stop
cute.
using your phone as much too.
Really?
Because there's those moments where he's like sitting down
Mm-hmm.
and he's like just looking in the sky and like seeing like the leaves fall. He's listening to the wind blow and shit, and he's just seeing how like beautiful life is,
Mm-hmm. Right.
right? Whereas before he was just going.
Moving around, yeah.
So it's a really good movie, man.
Okay,
It's
I'll
a really good movie. Welcome back to the Extra Gravy Show. I'm
Hey.
Marlon.
I'm Norm.
I'm Alicia.
I'm Duke.
And we back.
Wow. I feel we haven't done that in a good while.
yeah, last week.
Did we take a long time to introduce ourselves?
Oh, to do it
no.
yeah. We used
Normally we
to
do
forget
it
the intros all the time.
yeah, we
bro.
do it like just before we're about to finish. Hi, I'm Norm, and I'm Ryan. Then, hi, I'm Marlon, and that was actually like, whoa. we
Yo,
just
it'd be
went-
like an hour and a half in back. Hey, welcome back to the show, motherfuckers. Let's start the show.
Yeah.
Let's start the show for real, man. Hey, Nicki and Meg.
Oh,
We're
God.
not gonna waste no time, brothers.
Man.
Who's winning?
Right now, Nicki winning to me.
We lost.
What?
The
Okay.
people lost.
Okay.
Wait. What? Say it
Nicki's
again?
winning. Let him talk. Don't judge him. Let him talk.
I'm not saying anything.
Why is Nicki winning? Oh, you're not on Twitter. Never mind.
The only well, I just listened to the song.
Yeah.
I'm just listening to the song.
Oh, you thought Bigfoot was good.
I thought it was a good song.
Okay.
Interesting. What was your favorite part?
This guy's fault.
Normally, I hate
Good
fucking.
foot.
Normally, I think Nicki's very annoying. But I was like, oh wow,
And she's not annoying on this? That's crazy.
You know why? Because I thought it was clever. I personally thought she switched it up. That's just my
He
personal.
definitely switched it up for sure. Yeah.
She switched it up all right.
It's better than
when she died.
Is it Roman?
She mixed this in a microwave, bro. No engineering whatsoever.
Plus, she was walking around the mic while rapping.
Prancing.
Exactly. Literally. The engineer's like, all
Listen,
right.
I will give it this. There's some credence to what Norm's saying because
Okay.
I listened to. She put an acapella version
I
out,
I
right?
heard
So
that
that
too, yeah.
producers could do whatever they want with it.
You don't want it.
And some producers made it sound 10 times better.
Really?
Like a lot of the problem with this is the mixing. It's very distracting.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like she recorded it on her iPhone and just
probably
put
did.
a beat over it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the producers produced. Like some of them sounding.
Yo, play
Shit's
something.
aight.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I have one saved, but
Damn.
them shit's aight. I ain't gonna lie to you. What's it called? She. Let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Meg previews Hiss, right? Hiss, she basically lets it be known that she's gonna
Pop her shit.
pop her shit at some
Shoot
people.
at people. Yeah.
And so everyone's anticipating, everyone's waiting, including Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's on her phone at 11:59
Yeah, man.
p.m. waiting.
Okay.
And when that shit dropped 15 minutes later, she was on Instagram Live for the next 3 hours.
Nicki.
Nicki.
Man.
With a pre-recorded verse, because I'm not gonna give her that she recorded that night. Sorry,
You don't think so?
absolutely not. She
It's
had
15
5
minutes?
songs.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like no way. you've been had this. Now you know how I
You've
know
been
she
knowing
been
what's
had this.
happening.
She called Megan Bigfoot a long time ago when her and Lotto were beefing. And Lotto slid in her DMs, but Lotto didn't know it was beef yet. Lotto's just like, yo, what's the problem? Like, what's going on? I look up to you. Like, I showed you so much love. What is the deal? And she's like, you and Bigfoot know what's up.
Ah.
And I was like,
This after the shooting?
This is
Yeah.
after the shooting.
Okay.
So this is when her and Lotto first started like getting into their tiff before
Yeah.
put it on the floor and all that shit.
Yeah.
Which now Ice Spice is inserted.
I don't even know, man.
Well, Ice Spice is signed to Nicki Minaj's.
Old man.
Well, no, she's a part. Her label's partnered with Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
Is his label.
Yeah.
So she's riding for her queen.
Mm-hmm.
But she drops a track. Good track. Good track. What are we rating this track on diss
Ooh.
tracks? Hiss.
Oh, okay.
He sticks the thing about
like,
Big Boy. He's like,
What is happening here?
One.
no, hiss.
His I didn't love either, but I liked it much better than the Nicki response. But his, I was like, it's cool.
Okay.
The bars, the shots she was sending were.
You need them to be more direct.
No, I liked a lot of them. Like some of them,
Like Megan's Law is.
yes, that's what I'm saying. That the BBL sub or the lipo sub, love that because I've been saying that same shit to you. Deny it. We know who.
Deny
we're talking
who?
About. Someone got lipo, fam.
Play a little bit of Megan.
But I'm not denying that. I never denied it.
Stop doing this.
I denied somebody got lipo.
Maybe it was off cam, but I feel like yeah.
I denied. How would I deny? I don't know. That's crazy.
I feel like being gaslit right now. This is crazy.
How
did you
could I
say?
deny it if I don't know though?
Drake?
Hey man, I don't want
Is
to
that
say
what you
names.
said?
Maybe, but yeah,
I know Kanye got lipo.
for sure he admitted
That's
that.
a fact.
Yeah.
He said out of his own mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
To TMZ.
For sure.
Drunken
that
rant.
was never a debate. But the Drake situation, because remember he posted himself shirtless years ago, and then people were like, he has like the Bernie's Burgo stomach.
Does he? I've never looked at his
that
stomach.
mean he'd have a tummy tuck.
Yeah, the belly
Whatever it
button
was,
would
yeah.
look crazy though, no, wouldn't
Yeah.
People just said it was like, yo, he got some shit done. And then I was like,
They've
"There's
been
no
saying
way."
that, but
it? I get it.
at that
And
time
as a
too,
man,
he was working with OVO Rocks, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So much. So that's why I'm like, I don't understand why you guys
Yeah.
don't think he can't
just lose
like,
the weight.
build a body.
and he's
great.
playing. And he's like
Have you
playing
guys not
basketball
seen
with
Rocks?
that
Like-
one handle.
Because it just looked different.
Because we did this with Zac Efron as well.
Oh yeah, his shit was fun.
And then he came out and told us what really happened,
Yeah,
and it
almost
was
died,
not.
right?
Yeah, like it was not that. So that's why I'm like, we don't know. Like we can say it. It's fun to say it. I
Yeah,
guess
it don't really
it's way funnier. The joke is way funnier than the facts.
Yeah,
we know that
exactly.
But I have never seen evidence of it. I don't know. I'm not gonna say I
keep
know or
watching.
not,
Yeah.
but. I'm not also an expert in what tummy tucks look like. I just know when the belly button looks crazy.
Yeah.
That's my only indication.
It was one of those things where I think maybe Joe pointed it out first because it's when they were beefing, right? And then that picture came out. He's like, "Look at this picture," and I was like, "You know when someone points it out before you even see it?"
Hater
I
Joe.
know,
You're using
know.
Joe as your.
You're using
remember-
Joe Budden
I
as the
remember what
reference.
photo it was.
You remember what photo, right?
He was on vacation.
Yeah, it was like yeah.
He was with one of the who was it? It was one of the baddies, like the
Baddies. In
video
Bahamas,
vixen.
the one that
thingy.
ruined his trip.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Haley,
Oh, Haley.
she'd ruin a lot of trips for a lot of people.
man.
You know, Matt follows her.
Of course he does. Of course he does.
No,
man.
Matt follows her.
Are you?
With the honey?
She said you got the honey out. That's crazy.
What were you gonna ask?
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I'm trying to look for the. I'm
It's a
trying to look
production
for the
thing I'm
photo.
asking. Yeah, I have no idea if he got a tummy tuck, but apparently everybody's saying that line was directed to him.
Yes.
Absolutely no questions about it, and it's because of the Xanax bar right before it.
Yeah, exactly.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
And after that, she said,
Was it this one?
Yep, that's the exact
Yeah.
picture.
I knew it.
She said,
I
oh.
remember.
So how can you tell with that picture?
I don't know. They're just trying to say that he looks like he's
People
got
said it looks like
surgery.
Bernie's Burgo stomach. I remember watching a couple side by sides and I was like, wait. Like, you know when you
Is
get
it Bernie's Burgo stomach supposed to look like a real ab stomach?
It
Isn't that the
doesn't
point?
look like a real stomach though.
Oh, so that
Well,
doesn't look like a real ab
Bernice
stomach.
for
to you.
sure got a BBL.
Yeah, man. It's one of those. You know
Let
when you
me
get into like,
see.
Illuminati like videos.
Also, why do we care?
It starts to make sense.
Also, why do we care? I'll ask you this: why can't
As
men
two
get?
men with bellies here.
Exactly.
Like,
so you gotta watch it. and be
how
like,
do we know
But
what
why
our belly
can't-
should look
Yeah.
like?
But why
Topless
can't
Drake.
men get?
Topless Drake is a nasty
Why can't
search.
men get liposuction?
No, they can. They 100% can. Do what you want.
But why is that?
Batman Kevo did it.
But why is that
Flex did it.
crazy?
Why is it crazy?
Yeah,
You know why it's crazy.
I know why it's crazy, but I don't know why it's crazy.
Well, you don't. What do you think it is? Fam?
It's crazy because I wouldn't put myself under a knife.
Yeah.
But like voluntarily, I would
But
just
if
go
you
to the
get
gym.
lipo-
But if other
It's
people
not
want
a
to do
knife.
that, that's
That's
Guys,
a vacuum, bro. She's
that's what I'm
sucking
saying.
out
If
what's
you
on
guys
the
I don't know.
inside,
You know,
dog.
I'm not saying obviously it's not a knife. I'm talking. That's just a term that people use.
Lipo is like you stick the hole in like your skin and it goes.
I don't
and
doubt
it sucks it out. And
I'm
that's
just using the term
It's
under
a
the
little-
knife.
it ain't a
guys.
knife.
I'm just using the
Looks
term
like
under the
Under
knife.
fucking pipe.
anesthesia.
It's a pipe. It's just 21 Savage. It's a pipe. Yeah, no, I don't know what the procedure is, but I just still don't understand what the problem is with
the
men
man getting
men
lipo?
doing
Shouldn't.
procedures.
There shouldn't be a problem because even remember his boy got filler
Yeah, the boy got lip filler.
and it went
what's his name?
viral or whatever.
What's the man that got
I don't know his name.
lip filler again?
I don't know who you dude. That's all I know.
Remember his name?
OVO man?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember you telling me this.
Rich.
Yeah, yeah.
Rich.
you told me this
Yeah,
was
Rich.
Interesting.
You got lip filler.
Yeah.
But the thing is that
Did he
See,
have
but
small-
see what I'm saying?
Did he
Like,
have small
we
lips?
get real homophobic when it comes to men doing cosmetic surgery.
Here's what it
Do you
is.
get- I get why. I
know.
get why.
It's just because it's uncommon. So when you hear it
Exactly.
happen,
it's
it's
not
just like, oh.
uncommon though.
But it's not
Men
that's
that
what
be
I'm saying.
getting surgery.
They just
on
don't talk
multiple
about
things.
it because
They
people
just
think it's
hide it.
homophobic. Like people
They
get
hide
homophobic
it.
about it.
Men go to
If man
Turkey.
if a man walked up to you and said, "Yo, I just got that buccal fat removed," you're gonna be like,
I'm like, what?
"Dog, what?
Why did
If
Because
you
you
were
expect
fat and you did
people
that,
to just
cool,
go
I get it.
and work
it out like a
and
man."
that everything is gonna happen, and they're gonna have the body of their dreams, and that's not the case.
It's just not the case. A lot of times,
Tons of
genetics
people-
will not allow you.
I will never, ever have skinny arms unless I go get them lipoed out. That's the only way that it will actually happen.
Because it's genetic. It's like a hereditary thing, right?
Yes, my mama, my grandma,
Have you tried boxing?
They could all cook.
I've had it.
See, but that's the other thing. You'd think that would help, but you can't
makes it
choose where
thinner.
fat goes
Yeah.
or fat gets removed. Like you could work out and want to get your gut gone, and your face and arms will be the only things that get skinny.
Yeah.
You can't control that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
work out in the first place is like my legs and my butt, like they'll go skinnier first, right? My arms are the last thing that is gonna like lose. And even when they do, it won't get toned, right? So it might be thinner, but they're still gonna be flabby no matter what. Like
Yeah.
that's how
crazy.
my body is, right?
Unless you get
And then-
super D's. Unless you get super jacked.
I don't even know.
Would you be willing to?
No.
That would be crazy.
Walk around like
You don't
this.
wanna-
Like shoulders and shit?
I'm
Like
already
Roddy Coleman?
6'1", okay? And I got the short hair now. Like,
That'd be
it's
kinda
given.
You'll be a
it's
bouncer
given
at Rebel
butch.
in no time. God damn. That's
Start
crazy.
looking like a white girl in Africa.
Bruh.
Yo, that video was crazy.
That video was insane.
Okay, we're getting ADD again. Back to Megan and Nicki.
So play
So-
Megan's Law.
Megan's Law? What do you mean play?
Is it a song?
It's not called.
It's called
You can't
His.
say that. You can't
Oh, it's the hits. Because when you said Megan's Law, I was like, wait, there's another song?
Yo, play sex offenders. That's fucking insane.
Wait, when you said Megan's Law, I was like, oh, wait, there's another song?
Oh, no,
I thought
no. That's the line.
no, yeah.
These,
Okay,
these
okay.
girls not mad at Megan. They just mad at Megan's Law.
Okay, yeah. That's okay.
Yeah.
But then when you said, when I heard Megan's Law, I was like, wait, there's another song? Yo,
A whole song called Megan's Law would
All I
go
listened
crazy.
to was Bigfoot.
That would go crazy.
Yo.
Because that would be a whole song about her brother
Yep.
and her husband.
Yep.
God damn. And Takashi, maybe. Maybe. Whoever she.
Damn, that's a good point.
And the 13-year-old boy she lap danced back in the day.
Wait.
You remember that? When
No.
she gave a 13-year-old boy a lap dance on a stage at a tour. And she has a song with Lil Twist talking about how she wants to fuck him, and he was like 15.
if he was over 18,
Wasn't that nuts?
if he was
Oh
of
my
age, she'd fuck
God.
him. She'd fuck him. That's what she said?
Yeah.
She said that?
Yeah, it's a whole
Something
song.
else, yeah.
Yeesh. A whole song about it?
A whole song.
A whole song for Little Twist is crazy.
They pulled up everything they could this week. I've seen it all.
Oh my God.
They pulled up a picture of her at a bat mitzvah saying, "These are all my little husbands."
Well, come on. That's a bit much.
She used
Come
to
on.
say that all the time, though. I feel like
Don't make it
she used
right.
to say that all the
They
time.
used to say nigger a lot too.
Come on.
That shit.
The little husbands thing is not that bad.
All right.
'cause she didn't mean
in
it.
context with everything else, it
With
looked
co-
crazy.
Exactly. In context, you're right. It
When I
looks
saw the
insane.
post and it was everything, I was like, "Oh,
They got her.
they got it."
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's the thing with Nicki and Meg.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to pull up dirt on Meg, and it's old tweets they were searching through.
Yeah.
And the old tweets were just playful.
Yeah.
Like they couldn't find anything problematic, and I just don't understand. Meg is still the victim,
And people are still attacking her.
and people are
coming at
still
her
treating her like she's Nicki in this situation.
like she's the villain.
Like I don't understand it.
It's, yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
You think she's a villain?
Not in this situation, no. I think she's
what
painted,
situation?
she's painted
Yeah,
herself
that's
to
what
be
I'm
a
In
villain.
what situation?
I think we talked about it on here. Like, obviously with the Tory situation, she was a victim, right?
Yeah.
But then as the facts started to come out, there's something she lied about. And I'm like, you can't do that. And that's what people are going to see you that way, right? But the people from the beginning were already seeing her as a villain, which is insane.
Are we not open to the idea that maybe she misremembered some things?
No.
Considering how drunk she was and how drunk everyone else said she was. Is she allowed that
From the day of the
grace?
event, or are you talking about her saying that she wasn't sexual with Tory?
Yeah,
Well, that was a big line for Nicki that I will give her still. The whole that's one of those that's one of those diss track lines that kind of stay with people.
What was the line
Conjure
again?
up your dead mother and apologize
Yeah, it's kind of,
for lying on her name.
yeah.
Toupee Tory.
That is that's one of them ones,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
That shit cut deep. And it's so bad that I feel like that's the nail in the coffin for the legacy.
Yeah.
Remember when Drake had that song that shouldn't have came out
For Pusha,
and
yeah.
it didn't come out? I feel like
That
Wouldn't
should
one of
have.
those?
that should have happened. This is it for Nicki.
Interesting.
Because that line has spiraled into her Barbs now searching for the coffin. They've found the cemetery and they've
Vandalize or
tried
to
to
vandalize,
vandalize it.
Okay,
And police have had to be called and are now monitoring this gravesite. And for how long can that happen? Who knows?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's only
Jesus.
for so long that they can do that. Like, I can't sit here
They
every day.
can't do like
and
waste resources.
So now
to-
she has to sit at home and worry about if her mom's grave is going to be desecrated.
Yeah, that's insane.
And all because of Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
And her literally saying, I can give the word.
Yeah. No,
Anytime. She said it like that, like
Yeah.
a villain. Like,
She's not
it's like, I
well.
can give the word.
she hasn't been well for some time.
anytime I
That's
want.
how
I was
she
like,
is. She's
Yeah, but it's getting worse.
She sounds like
I'll
a
say
villain.
this. I think both of them are a victim of circumstances. Walk with me.
Okay.
Meg, after everything that's happened, they're saying she drinks excessively.
Yeah.
She fucks guys left, right, and
Excessively,
center.
yeah.
Blah, blah. All I hear are coping mechanisms. This is someone that lost her mom,
Yeah.
who was the rapper first and taught her how to do it and
I know
wanted
that.
her to be bigger than she ever was.
I never knew that.
And put into her.
yeah.
The mom dies now, and while her career is right at the launch part, right?
Yeah.
Grandma dies, same month. You got no family now.
Double up.
Zero.
Where's the dad? The dad's in prison, is it?
I think.
Did he
Don't
die
quote me
too?
on that. I'm not too sure.
Let me Google.
Pops is not around. No family.
Yeah.
Okay? She now has to, her mom is her manager, so now she has to hire a new team and quickly, can't waste time, gotta
Yeah.
keep the foot on the gas. You gotta hire a new
While
manager,
mourning
new
her.
team, while mourning her,
Yeah.
while still creating projects, still making music. And you're not allowed to drink a little bit.
Yeah, she's doing a lot of
You're not
it.
allowed to fuck a little bit. Like,
A lot of it. But yeah,
there's a people who
But that's what
do way
happens.
more with way
You're right.
less.
Yeah, yeah.
And for way less.
it is coping.
So I'm not gonna.
And
I'm
it's
not
all
gonna.
happening during the Tory trial too.
Oh,
all
yeah,
happening.
don't even bring up the Tory trial and what happened to her there, where she
This
gets
was just
shot
before.
and she becomes. Like, this is all before she even gets shot.
Leading up to that.
This is all before she even gets
leading
shot.
up.
This is leading up. Then she gets shot at the height of her career so far. She just dropped a song with Beyonce.
Yeah.
Beyonce, biggest song on TikTok, sparks TikTok's whole dancing challenges and shit, right? In a bigger way than it was before.
Her dad passed away in 2011.
Nobody, bro.
Yeah.
All your guidance gone.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you get shot. Everyone's looking at you like the villain because
No,
you
what's worse is
said
you
a
get
couple
shot
things wrong.
and you try to save the person who shot you, and he starts moving crazy. So now you come back with the real story, and you get attacked. That was insane.
That's
like nobody talks
like,
about that
you
little
gotta
change.
think about the stress
She tried to
and
protect
the
him.
pressure that this woman is under.
Yeah.
And then you make a song slut shaming her?
And then you lose
And
your
called
best,
her an
but you
alcoholic?
also lose your best friend in the mix of it as well.
Yeah. Your
You know what I
confidant.
mean?
Yeah, that was kind of. That was yeah. That
Your
was
confidant in the whole mix, in the whole situation itself as well. So it's like, bro, you gotta give this girl grace, man. Like nobody's giving her grace. I feel like it's weird.
And like to
it's
be
really
fair,
weird.
who necessarily wants like their sex life blasted, right? Like it should be her choice. People can assume, they can allude to it.
Yeah.
But it should be her choice if she wants everyone to know that she was fucking Tory, that she was fucking the baby, that whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, the Tory thing, no. It's pertinent information that she had to provide context that she was fucking it because that was important.
You
But
think if she
you-
said
but you
yes, it
don't
would have
think-
changed everyone's perception of her?
Pardon
The
me?
situation?
Yeah.
If she actually admitted to it?
Yeah,
bit,
if she said it
yeah.
on Gail, I swear to God, I feel like a lot of these mans, because it's not about her saying it. It's about people who already don't believe her grabbing whatever ammo they can to
That part.
weaponize it against her.
That part.
So it's not about her exposing her sex life. Just be honest the entire way through, and
Especially
you won't
under
have
the
to deal with it. But at the
I
same
think she was
time, even if she
scared.
was honest, who's gonna, you know
People
what I
always
mean?
gonna
Like,
find a
people are
thing,
always
you're
gonna
right,
find something.
But it looks better if you just
It looks
keep
way better if
yeah.
you just keep it 100. We just watched The Trust. We were talking about The Trust. You guys seen it?
No, what is that?
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. Incredible reality show. Probably gonna be one
Oh,
of
it's
the
a
best.
reality show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm out.
It's all about lying.
Essentially, you get like a trust fund.
Okay.
You start off the show with 2,500,
250,000.
250,000. Sorry,
I'm like, what are we doing?
250,000. And there's a group of, say, I don't know, like 10 people.
Okay.
And so if everybody stays to the end, you split it. If you vote one person off, they're automatically out. All you need is one person to vote,
Yeah.
and you're out, and you don't get any money from the trust. So it's like you continue to go through every voting period.
Wait, all you need is one
live
person
in
to
this
vote you out?
person. Yes, you live in this person's house. It could be unprovoked. I could just wake up and be like, "Yo, I want Duke out," and you're gone. If nobody else
has to agree?
if nobody else votes, that is. So if you tie, like I'm like, oh, I want Duke out, and then Norm's like, I want Marlon out, and now it's tied, so you guys can both stay.
Okay.
But if I'm the only person that votes
Yeah.
for you, you're gone. And so they each like episode, they go through different challenges, where they can win more money for the vault.
Okay.
But then they also have other situations where they get to go into the vault and you get like tested. They're like, okay, you have to block somebody's vote.
Yeah.
And if you block somebody's vote, then we can add an extra amount of money into the trust, or you can go and get $25,000 out of the
Oh, so
trust.
this is like the challenge, right?
And you don't have to tell anybody.
It's like a challenge
needs,
a little bit.
Nobody will know until later.
Sounds like that.
Barely. It's more just about lying. It's
Yeah.
not like really, there's not a
Like
lot of
there's
like.
no activities. It's
There's
like,
some.
they played like games, like
Yeah.
a poker shuffle thingy. Where
But that
you
was just to
throw
get
it.
more
Yeah.
money into trust. So,
Yeah.
so it wasn't
Okay,
like
okay.
you get a immunity or some shit like that.
Okay,
Like
okay.
it's literally just about lying.
Yeah.
And can you trust people and human nature?
It's
It's
mafia.
amazing.
It's mafia.
It's
like
kind
that.
of.
It's kinda like mafia.
I see why you would say that because you don't know who's gonna vote you out and kill someone off, essentially.
yeah.
But you're still finding the mole won't win you the game. It's not like mafia in that sense. It's more so finding the mole. We can vote that person out.
So when is the game done?
The game's done when it's
After X amount of weeks.
yeah, after a
Or
certain
X
amount of time. But also, like, for example, you can go through that whole shit and not ever vote anyone out.
That's what I was thinking.
And everyone can split the money. But human greed just,
Yeah.
you just see it play out. And you just see the distrust that people have in other human beings based on race or sexuality
yeah.
or gender.
What's the
all those
breakdown
things come into
race-wise?
place. It's some white people. There's a gay guy who's super rich. And he eventually tells everyone he's rich. And
White,
that's what
black?
gets him out. He white guy.
Okay.
That's eventually what gets him out. He tried to lie about it at first so that nobody would know.
Yeah.
And then he
It's
thought,
like-
okay, these guys trust me. Like, we're friends now.
Yeah.
Uncle whatever is the millionaire.
And everyone
then
is
it
like,
was just like,
"We got
what?
This
What?
fucking
You don't
guy.
need this money.
Exactly.
Get outta
here.
Exactly. That's what it was.
But the thing, it wasn't even like,
Is that
okay,
how you would feel?
No.
The problem wasn't.
I'd be like, guys, don't vote me off, please, because I don't care. Just let me get the money. I'll
Yeah,
just
get
sit
him
here
outta
on the
here.
side.
it's not enough.
Get him
I'm
out of here.
chilling.
It's not enough.
No,
I'm the
because he
first one voting for
tried.
him.
But the biggest problem with him was that first of all, he kept the lie quiet for so long. And they were like, okay, somebody here made $1 million at like
22.
age 20 or something.
22,
He was
yeah.
22, but I think he made his first
Get him
million at
outta here,
20,
man.
right?
You're done.
The biggest issue is that when he started talking to people
Yeah.
and they found out that this company was inherited from his mom, and his mom's been like a real estate mogul, and he comes from a very wealthy family.
Yeah.
Now people are like, I don't give a fuck. Because if he originally just went with the story of, I made $1 million, but in real estate, you make $1 million today, you might not ever make $1 million again.
True. Yeah.
Right? And I don't know when my next paycheck's gonna come. Instead, you want to give more background on how you are a Nepo baby.
Yeah.
And he tried to make it a woe is me situation.
Oh
like,
no.
Yeah.
Bro, that's
He
what
tried to
we're
be
doing.
like, oh, like I just didn't want you guys to judge me for being rich. And do you know how hard it's been hiding my Armani? How hard it's
He's
been.
like, I have my Armani loafers and my Versace and my LV
Realistically,
bag.
it's
and
an
he's
ego
like, I
thing.
couldn't wear it.
He just wanted so badly because the first girl he told,
Mm-hmm.
he told this girl Lindsay off top, and she was the only one that knew.
Mm-hmm.
But she was like, I can tell he just wants to tell people he made $1 million at 20. Like that's a thing for him.
and that's cool.
And that's fine.
And Lindsay
Be
just held
that.
it down. She didn't say anything.
She held it down. She didn't say nothing.
Yeah, Lindsay and him gotta go. I'm voting for both.
Oh,
of them to
she's
leave.
don't worry, she's out of there.
Yeah, you're done.
She's a psychopath.
You're done.
She's a
Anybody
psychopath.
that size your homeboy,
Yeah, you're
yo,
done.
he's
She's
shot,
She's a,
man.
nah, she got left for completely different reasons. But
Yeah.
anyways, back to
All
Nicki
right,
and Meg.
one more question about the show.
Go ahead.
Who told this information that he made 20 million or whatever at that age, or $1 million at 22?
Who told him?
Yeah, like
He
who's-
did.
What do you mean? Oh no! Oh, so there was an activity where you put like
Secrets.
facts or secrets
Yeah.
about yourself.
Oh, okay, so he
into a
wrote it
hat,
down?
and then the
The
host,
production did.
But listen,
Yeah.
like, he's a dumbass. Why would
The
you put
host
that?
goes and like shares the secrets, and then people get the opportunity to claim,
Confess,
like,
yeah.
be like, yeah, that was my secret. They don't
Interesting.
have to. One person was married and
Cheated
had an
on
affair.
her, cheated on her man, and got married to the guy she cheated with.
Yeah, and
left
that was
her
one of
man.
the secrets.
And that was one of the
The
secrets.
first person that gets voted off was the like stripper guy. He's a police officer and stripper, and
He's
he got
not a stripper.
voted-
He lied.
Did he?
tells girls he's a stripper
Why?
because he doesn't want to tell them he's a police officer.
Hilarious.
Because he's afraid of what people will think of him as a police officer.
God.
So he said this stripper is crazy.
And he
thought-
played it up good too. The nigga had his shirt one button down
Yeah.
the bottom.
Nah, he wanted
That's why I
constantly
really
showing his
thought he
abs
was
and
a
shit.
stripper.
He did his thing. He played it up.
But not
That's
played it
hilarious.
up because he
Not
was the
good
first
enough.
one.
Well,
I mean, he
because-
didn't want people to
this is
know
the
he had the
thing.
right to remain
A lot of people
silent.
try to assume command, and
Yeah.
majority of them were men, and the women weren't going for that. So it's like you're seeing how society and like how it's just how different, because when back in the day, like Survivor and shit like that, you'll see two men be like, yeah, I'll be the leader, and people are like, yes, all right, good, yeah. Now it's like,
Wait a minute, nigga.
why does he have to be the leader?
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
so
Especially if it's a white man.
yeah, oh, this
It's
is
like,
one
you
white
don't
guy.
know shit. Like,
Yeah.
There's this thing where they're
Yeah.
like, put yourselves in order of who's the smartest. Put yourselves in order of
That's
who's
always
the most likely to be a leader.
Yeah.
And this white guy just kept putting himself in the front, and wouldn't move. And it rubbed the girls wrong, and he almost got out of there.
Yeah.
So it's like, you got to play your cards right in this game. But anyways, back to it.
But then, like, when you ask that question, the one that wants to lead and thinks he's the best leader should lead and go to the front of the line.
Not necessarily.
No, the leader's
you
gonna
can
know
think you're the
who's-
best leader in
yeah.
your shit. Like that's just
true.
an
The
ego.
real
thing.
leader's
That's
gonna
just
be
ego.
somebody else.
a good amount
A
of
real leader's
people
gonna be like, I think you might be the leader.
who think that they're a leader
Are
are
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, niggas can't lead for shit.
They
That's
can't.
another conversation.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I don't even want to get into. I'll insult people.
But
That
the
is-
ones that
Dog.
think they can't lead usually are the,
ones-
best leaders too.
The ones that think
They
they
can't
can't lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're the best listeners.
Yeah.
A lot of the time. Leading is listening a lot, majority of the time.
Yeah, that's facts.
And just being able to read the room.
Okay, so,
like,
you brought it up because of Megan.
I get ADD.
that
We're
if
talking-
she trusted or she shared the information.
brought it up because of Meg. I can't remember why. Y'all rewind it.
Someone's
figure
listening
it
like,
out.
oh my god. Like,
Anyways, back to Nicki. We're saying how they're victim of circumstances,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we've explained Meg's circumstances. You're laughing. You don't think Nicki has circumstances?
no, I do. I'm just saying we got so
And
sidetracked.
I think I've said this before on the podcast where like I kind of defended her a little bit. Like, imagine everyone getting at you all the time.
that's not enough.
It's not enough, and you're correct.
Yeah.
So what if the girls you were beefing with, all their managers were your old team? How would you feel about that?
Not great. But
How would you feel if they were trying to replace you and you were telling and screaming it from the heavens that they're trying to replace you, and people are like, yo, just embrace the newer artists? How would you feel about that?
But why are they trying to replace
That
her?
a
Why
gas-
not?
A gaslight
I'll tell you
thing?
why.
There's a reason though.
I'll tell you why. Walk with me. A little story.
Let's do it.
So if people,
Once upon a time, there was a young girl named Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Not Nicki Minaj. Nicki
Nicole
Minaj.
Mirage.
No, is
just
it even
Nicki.
Nicki? I don't think it's Nicki.
I don't know. Whatever.
It's Onika. Yeah,
Onika.
Onika
Onika
Mirage.
Mirage.
Onika
Onika
Mirage.
Mirage. All right. She was dealing with this guy Fendi. She's doing these little freestyles and stairwells and shit. Absolutely bodying the mixtape blogs. And everyone's like, who is this new girl?
Yeah.
Right?
With no tits and no ass.
Not at the time. Not yet. Not purchased yet.
Okay.
She then now gets into kind of like a bidding war, right? And she could be signed by this one guy. I won't say his name. But that one guy wants her to have a ghostwriter.
Okay.
Nicki's like, what? Fuck no. I write my own shit. Why would I get a ghostwriter? So then now she goes down south, signs with a guy named Lil Wayne. All the girls before her never signed down south, except for probably Trina. Like outside of that,
bitch, yeah.
and Trina was not ever number one. Just plain facts. Like she was
wasn't
hard.
hard.
She was out there, but she was never number one.
Yeah.
It was always the girls in New York,
the East
up
Coast.
top, East Coast, right? They're all signed to the majors. That's what they do. She did not do that. She made mad money. They did not. You see the pattern here?
Yeah.
And so when she says that like certain people are sabotaging her career and blah, and all that stuff, like there's some credence to it. Like you gotta kind of actually look into it. It's
Yeah, no,
wild
I'm not
that
denying
Lotto's manager was her manager before. It's
is.
wild that Cardi's team, some of them were Nicki's team.
Yeah.
It's wild that Meg's label
Yeah.
is the guy that didn't get to sign Nicki. At some point, it can't be coincidence.
It's the name of the game though.
Is it?
Because they're all kind of the same. They're all female rappers.
Why are they the
Yeah.
same though?
Because they're female rappers in the industry.
Are they the same not by design?
But if you
Are they not following a blueprint and a game plan that was already put there?
well, that's the
Yeah.
thing. If people wanted to manage Nicki and they wanted to manage a female artist, but then they couldn't with her, they're gonna obviously look for another female artist.
No, but they didn't for a long time. Why is that?
Because there was probably nobody that they felt was
Yeah,
good
because
enough
Nicki
to
was just
hang.
destroying everyone back then.
Because who could really
Nicki
hang?
was destroying everyone back then.
Yeah.
Who could
So
really
then
hang?
now,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I made that
you
argument.
do
yeah.
the math, bro.
Yeah, it's revenge.
So because no one can like stand up to her, you're saying they're trying to chop her down. So
They're trying.
Not
They're
trying-
creating.
yeah.
They're creating monsters. Like, essentially, that's what they're doing. They're like, okay, all right, bet we got you. Like,
but isn't that what you're kind of supposed to do?
This
If you
is-
want to take somebody down so you could be the top?
I'm not saying you're not supposed to do that, but why are they trying to take her down? Is it a conceited? Like, is there a conceited effort to take Drake down?
No.
Do you guys see anybody
Not by anyone
trying
with
to
power.
follow Drake's blueprint? Does you see anybody trying to take Migos down? Like, why is it when it comes to the female rappers, someone needs to be taken down?
But here's the thing. A
Why
perfect
does someone need to be replaced? Have you ever seen anyone try to replace a male rapper?
A perfect example is
'Cause there
Doja
can
Cat.
only be one.
Doja still did her thing without having to battle Nicki or
And
take
has
her
no
out.
management ties with
She
any of
praised
them.
the devil though.
She has no management ties with any of them. And now Nicki's trying to sign with whose management? Doja's management.
Shit.
Another one falls. Another one bites the dust.
Oh, it made Kobe
It's just,
fall off
I'm just
his
saying,
chair.
certain things just can't be coincidence.
Yeah.
And I always look at whoever gets painted as crazy in society
They're never
because
fully
it's
crazy.
they're never fully
never
crazy,
fully crazy.
man.
Yeah, it's a fact.
There's a reason why certain things happen.
Facts.
If there are girls trying to come into your lane and you know the powers that be that have way more power than you, one of them is the head of Google Music and YouTube Music. You can't even do nothing about that. If he wants to drop your views, he could do that.
Yeah.
You can't say shit.
Yeah.
If these people are all in charge, you're not gonna start doing drugs?
No.
You're not gonna go a little crazy? You don't know that.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't know that.
I know. I don't want to be Maul. I don't want to be Maul and
Don't
say
be
that.
Marlon,
but-
just be black and white. Things
Yeah,
have
yeah,
nuance.
yeah.
I believe someone can be driven to drugs and driven to look crazy and driven to look like a villain. I don't think people just choose that. Yeah, some people are bad people.
Yeah.
Michael. What?
Prince and
Facts.
Michael.
Yeah.
I think people can be driven to drugs and driven to look crazy.
But to be fair, because we did some research on
Mm-hmm.
Nicki Minaj's family, her dad was a heavy drug user.
Yep.
And if one of your parents is,
you're already
like,
predisposed to that.
that's
Yeah.
Hereditary.
hereditary. So she could naturally go down that path.
The first time
Just
I ever
based
smoked
off.
weed, it was like I was home. It was weird. And I didn't learn that thing that you
Yeah.
said until like years later. I was reading up on it and it was like, oh yeah, this stuff's like hereditary. Like if your parents smoked,
Yeah.
you're more likely to smoke.
Crack
My
babies.
dad, my aunt, like almost my whole family smoked.
It was
and
the
I,
opposite for me, dog.
yeah, I remember.
That shit was hell.
But for me, I'd always smell it here and there
Yeah.
and wondered why it smelled so familiar to me. Just not realizing, like, you just get these, you know, when you smell something and it just a memory just flashes to your head for some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah.
It would always flash back to my aunt or my dad, right? And I just never really understood why
Okay.
until I smoked and I was like,
Yeah.
He was kissing me on the forehead. He was blowing smoke in my face.
just keep in my face. Just shotgun, little nigga. That's crazy.
That's why I close my eyes all the time.
Shotgunning a baby is crazy. Come here, son.
Oh my God. They saying Chrisean did that.
Yo.
You saw-
Definitely. That's what I was
Yo.
thinking about the whole time you're talking.
People
Like,
are ruthless.
that baby's gonna smell Jameson and be like,
Yo, people are ruthless. I don't know anything about that baby. I've muted this girl.
FAS.
I don't want to know anything, to be honest.
baby is.
I don't want anything to do with Blueface, Chrisean, or what's the other girl?
Stewie.
Jaden.
Who?
Jaden.
There you go.
Jaden. That's her name. Stewie.
Stewie.
She does look like
They call her
Stewie.
Stewie. Yeah.
Yo. Anyways, I digress.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj looks crazy.
She does. But one more thing to add. I feel like we also need to bring up accountability with Nicki.
Absolutely. That's one thing she doesn't do.
I don't know if her heart is good. I feel like she's evil. It's getting worse with age.
Yeah.
And I feel like she didn't help. Like she wasn't.
This-
go
sorry.
on.
No,
she
continue,
wasn't
sorry.
the most. Maybe she wasn't. I just don't remember it. But she wasn't very accommodating for the new girls that were coming up.
She was. That's a narrative that I don't like anymore.
Okay, so I didn't know that.
Because
Okay.
there's videos of her with these
Being friendly
girls
and everything?
very early in their
Okay.
career. Number of ones with Meg, right?
okay.
And I seen the Barbs trying to do some reverse Uno, bringing up an old live that they did together.
Mm-hmm.
And Nicki said how she told her she was trying to get pregnant, and Meg just kept encouraging her to drink and drink and drink. And that she hinted at, listen, you can always just get an abortion or something like that. And so people
On
were like,
live?
she was trying to get her to abort Papa Bear.
All
And
right.
it's
All
like,
right,
she
like-
wasn't pregnant, guys.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
this
you
is,
guys are doing a
she
lot
said she was
now.
trying to get pregnant. Like,
Doesn't matter. It could have been Papa Bear.
and girls, I'm pretty sure I've heard girls joke about that before. It doesn't mean she literally meant, yo, go do that. Like,
yeah, no.
it's just, I don't know, man. People, it's the fan base.
No, it is.
I find that is
Makes
fueling her,
everything way worse.
making everything way worse. If she
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
have that, like,
That
just dumb fans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Barbs. Y'all are dumb. Like the core fans, you guys are idiots, bro. There's no
obsessive, like, oh.
no discernment. And if you really cared about this woman, you would stop encouraging her. Like that's what I don't get.
I want no parts.
Because she literally does it for her Barbs.
She
Yeah.
does it for
So
them.
that's what's so crazy. She doesn't do it for anybody else. She don't really give a fuck about anybody.
Yeah.
Or whatever. She does it so that her Barbs will continue and continue and continue because she thinks it's
She has so many little hubs for her community to be just insulated with themselves, like her little lives, Queen Radios, all that stuff, where they can rally up and just get so empowered by just whatever command she gives them. And they'll go out and do her bidding. It's just, and even worse, they'll go the extra mile
Yeah.
thinking that this is gonna get me closer to the
Are
queen.
you proud of me?
Yeah, like, can I touch the hem of your garment? Like, what's
Yeah.
going on, bro?
I
So-
will say that I think it has to, the way that she acts is giving, I have so much trauma from my childhood. Like maybe she never felt like she had control growing up, right? And so now she has all of these kids, because that's what she says,
Yeah.
under her.
God,
And,
that's
you know,
nasty.
Yeah.
That's filthy work. Saying I got kids under me is nasty
yeah,
work.
oh, you bitches is my sons.
Well, facts.
Right? And then with the drug thing, her dad and her mom used to be abused by her dad. And so I guess, you know,
That'll fuck
leaning
you up, yeah. That'll do
towards
it.
a husband that is some type of abuser.
Yeah.
There's just so many things. And then even with when you bring up the body thing, she didn't have anything, and she's gone on record and said that she got her body done because she was hanging out Wayne and them, and all they kept talking about was girls with BBLs. And so she felt like she needed to.
Damn, that's tragic.
Yeah.
But a lot of women feel that way.
They do.
A lot of women feel that way, especially if they want to snag a baller.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I got to get built.
You ever
Like,
see
that's
that
what they
shit?
want.
Well, sorry. You ever see that shit where guys were asking women
Oh, I know.
if they
I saw
rather
that.
I knew
was
you were
thinking-
gonna
I was
ask
thinking
this.
about that. I'm happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like-
All the man said natural.
Yeah.
natural. We
I don't know where women have gotten this idea from.
Yo,
No.
What's even
But-
crazier is the comments are like they're lying. All the men are lying. Women were saying that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
because,
this is insane.
Because first of all, there's plenty of men that
Yeah.
don't even know the difference.
That's what they're saying
There's
too. Which
women who have more natural BBLs, and you don't even know that. We only see on TV and all that shit the stuff that's
bad.
exaggerated,
Yeah.
right? Where you're like, that's a fucking BBL. But there's plenty of people who don't. And what you need to also take in consideration is, what does that natural body look like? Okay, so there's so many different varieties of natural bodies. They're not thinking, when men say natural or BBL, they're not thinking a scrawny MAGA girl.
they might be.
They're-
Some of
You
them
don't
might
know
be.
that. You don't know that.
But more times than not, they're probably thinking of somebody who is more voluptuous.
They're just
If-
thinking natural
if we
bodies. If
did-
somebody asked me that
if
question,
we
I'm just thinking
did-
natural body.
Yeah.
I don't think it's any. There's no shape to it. It's just natural body.
and there's
This is
3
not
men
done.
telling you right now.
Yeah, you can't tell us what we think. This is what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
They keep telling us what we think. This is reverse mansplaining. This is
It's womansplaining.
womansplaining. This is
If
not
we
what we're
put-
saying.
If we put out pictures and
Yeah.
we're like, okay, which one do you want to gravitate? There's a good amount of men who are going to gravitate to a person that has a body
No,
a
I
certain
think
way.
what people understand.
and they might not have a BBL, they might have a BBL, but there's a certain
the
image
thing is,
that
the
is
men
showing
are gonna pick
whether
4. If you give me 4 options, I'm probably gonna take 3 out of the 4. Like, what would you gravitate towards? Yeah, I'd
And
go
it's
off
not
it.
every man.
And-
Like, there's so much mans who don't
I'm
have
not-
enough
but
body
I'm not
to even
saying-
deal with a girl with ass, so they don't want to grow with ass. Am I lying? You seen all those positions that they're posting on the timeline
niggas
this
like,
week?
yeah, I don't know.
A lot of y'all niggas don't got enough dick for it.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's just like there's this one position where it was like the guy had the girl, he put her in like a full Nelson. holding the back of her neck, and her legs are pinned up back here, so her back is on the stomach. And I'm like, you gotta have at least a 12-inch dick to do that shit.
I did not see that one.
That shit's insane.
That is insanity.
She's doing a
Having her in a
basket
full Nelson is
on
insane.
top, doing a full Nelson. I'm like, nah.
That's
like
wild.
A basket
So it's like
full
there's
Nelson
so
fuck.
many things that men take into consideration on a case by case basis.
Yeah.
You can't put all men into that box.
we're not putting all men into the box, but realistically, if you laid out those images, even if they are natural or BBL or whatever, more likely they're gonna go to someone that's thicker.
But that doesn't
Depends who you ask,
necessarily mean that it's a BBL. That just means that they're thicker. There's still, we want natural.
Yeah.
No, but that's what people in the comments are trying to say, is that it's still even though the person might not have a BBL, they still want a certain image.
That's
which
fine.
Is
But the
like
argument is
the
BBL or
Coca-Cola,
natural.
which is the Coca-Cola, whatever. So the question was just kind of like skewed. Because even still, like if you look at Drea has a BBL,
skewed.
and everybody is like,
It's not skewed.
the average person wouldn't know that she has a
No,
BBL.
'cause
I would
like-
rather
you know,
a
it's
thick
like
girl
titties.
that's natural than a thick girl that has a BBL. It's just that simple.
Like,
it's,
even
it's
like-
good,
I
and
just-
you can tell the difference in some cases. I agree, not all cases. There's some girls who get incredible work done, and it looks very natural. But then the ones that don't, I've been with both, and I'm telling you, I would prefer a natural body that's thick over one that's a BBL. And I think that's the question. It's not necessarily, do you want a thick girl or a skinny girl?
But to your point, like there's a lot of people that just had bad surgeries, or there's people that have good surgery, so you can't tell that it's, you know,
And they might think it's
unnatural.
natural.
So like the ones that are done well, obviously, great job. They look good. It looks natural.
So we think
But-
it's natural.
So we think it's natural. But majority of the ones that we do see online just don't look that good. And when we see that, we perceive that as like the
And
That's a
niggas
BBL.
do
that's
not
the
like
most
that.
common thing.
Oh,
like
some
because
niggas do.
There's
most
some
people
niggas
don't
do.
have the
So
money to
strange.
even pay for the best doctors to do them. They're getting the cheaper ones in
Yeah.
wherever,
Yeah.
Brazil, Dominican Republic, whatever it may
Remember
be.
ass shots were a thing?
And then shit just looks fucked.
I find it's a lifestyle thing. Because
Yeah.
it's certain girls that eat at certain places that wear certain things that look a certain way with the BBL.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, think about that all
Miami
the time.
bitches.
yeah, like
Escorts.
it's like yeah, exactly. And it's like they always go after the same types of guys, and those guys seem to be into it.
It's the
So,
ones that want to beg the ballers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy at Bulk Barn is not looking for a BBL thing. I'm telling you this right now. Like, women are making it seem like a nigga at Shoppers Drug Mart wants a BBL girl. They do not.
No.
I personally cannot even walk around with a girl that looks crazy like that. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about it all the time.
Yeah.
I've walked around with girls like that who are just friends, and people are looking at me like I'm a pimp. I don't like it. Like no part of it I want. So it's like, it's not just, and you got to think as a man what comes with that. You're not gonna ever have a moment of peace walking on road with your girl.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna deal with that. Like, and I know many men who aren't even equipped to deal with that.
So I wanted to continue to say that it's girls who think that they want to beg a baller, whether it's like professional athlete or rapper or drug dealer, like whatever. That's who they're trying to target. But what's even crazier is that there's so many like athletes who don't even date girls that have BBLs. They're marry ones who have BBLs.
Yeah.
It's only a specific type, like
Yeah.
ones that get caught up. Paul George, he got caught up with a stripper,
Damn PG.
ended up falling in love and
Toronto.
marrying. Who else?
T-Dot.
Is it Randall? What's his name?
who's the
Randall
one
Terrence
Dar-
Ross.
Terrence Ross, yes.
Toronto. We got the BBLs, baby.
Who's the one that high-fived Harden?
High-fived Harden.
Beal's wife. Or Beal's Bradley Beal's thing?
No,
Bradley Beals?
she doesn't have a BBL. She's
Nah,
regular.
she's-
She real?
Yeah,
Ting
it's not like his
high-fived
high school
Harden?
sweetheart, isn't
No,
it?
it's not.
His Ting high fives Harden.
She was the one
they
that used
lost
to
the
date.
game, Harden came out and it was a high five to a clutch.
Lion
and
Spa.
peaced out.
She
He got
she used to date Little Fizz. She used to date Little Fizz, and she used
The
to be
same girl?
on Love and Hip Hop LA.
That
Kamaya,
video
that's
of
Bradley
Harden,
Beals.
This is like in the back part of the NBA too. It's not like out in the court where the fans are. This is like when they're walking through the tunnel part.
Yeah.
Harden, she's waiting for this nigga.
No.
She's
Who
by
is it?
herself.
When was
Bradley
it?
Beal's wife.
Why
No,
is
it's
she
not.
alone?
Or girl, whoever she is. I don't know what she is.
She doesn't. She's not a BBL girl. She's regular.
I don't know if
like,
she's BBL, but with this, the video said Bradley Beal's wife or girlfriend
They got
Yeah,
her
it's her
name.
wife.
waited for Harden, and you see Harden come back there,
Fam,
high five, and one of these.
I'm throwing up on the spot.
Oh,
Just yakking all over
just because
myself.
you know Harden, it's not because
Yeah.
you're a girl. It's just because you
Exactly.
know
It's like
Harden,
you
and the
know.
optics just look.
Yeah, it's insane. You can
Just
never
trying to see
argue
the
your way
video.
around it. I know what happened.
It
Like,
was crazy.
No, I know what happened.
I was
I'm
like,
done.
that's 10 bodies, right?
Yeah, like at least.
Type in Harden high
Oh,
five.
okay.
Oh my god,
Harden high five.
that's nasty work. You can Google my girl by typing in
Oh my-
Harden high five.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah,
Are you
exactly.
still putting the stars beside the best? All right, bet.
Just it's
Last one
heartbreaking.
fell off halfway through. Keep it up. Unless the rest of it was shit.
The worst part,
You're fucking either way. Don't answer that.
Exactly. Oh man. But anyways,
if she stayed there as if she was waiting for Beal to come out,
she walks away right
she
away.
high fives it and says, "All right, good to see you," and walks away like, "Wait, you weren't
Disappears in
waiting."
the darkness. Like, where did she
I'm
go?
praying their kids like play together or something. Like, please let it be something innocent.
Does James Harden have
Even
kids?
that though.
I don't know. I don't
Maybe.
know. I know he has his jersey hung up in a strip club.
Yeah.
Retired in a strip club.
Yeah.
Anyways, Nicki and Meg. What can we make of this? Does Meg need to respond again? Or should she just continue to ignore her and go about her life? Because Meg's just out here bubbling with Victoria Monet.
Yeah.
She on Good Morning America this morning, announced
Yeah.
a tour and an album.
Nah, don't respond.
I don't think she needs
Don't
to.
respond at all. Like,
Oh, she
Just
gonna
let
pull-
herself
Nicki played herself. Yeah.
Oh, she gonna play the Drake card
Yeah.
and
no
not
sh-
respond until he feels.
Well,
But
the
she's not the Drake in that
thing
scenario.
was 2 songs. We got 2 songs from him. So it wasn't like he just dropped one track and said, fuck everybody and just cut.
That's true.
And to be honest, her song wasn't just for Nicki. It was for multiple people, right?
Valid.
Yeah.
It was things that she needed to get off of her chest.
Facts.
So
She said, I'm only going to do this one time. I'm going to get this all off.
Yeah.
And we back to business.
Yep.
yeah.
So, I really hope she doesn't respond again because, Nicki's just looking crazy all by herself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on the fact that Nicki had co-writers for the song?
Yeah, 2 co-writers that the Barbs try to play off as, oh, it's just producer credits.
What did they do on the
Yeah.
song?
Says
How do you
writer.
know, so what did they say about these writers? They
didn't
helped
do
write
shit.
the song.
Well,
Yeah,
it's,
they did.
they're in the writing credits. Two other people other than her are in the writing credits.
Megan is the only one that's a songwriter on hers.
Yeah, it's how you gonna get co-writers and you put that bullshit out? Like that's
And
embarrassing.
you
And you were
pre-recorded
the
it like you
one-
had it done already.
Oh man,
It was your choice. You wanted to do this. You wanted to respond. Megan didn't say, "Yo, come respond. Let's do this."
yeah.
She didn't say your
you
name.
woke up and was like, "I'm making this."
She didn't even wake up. She was awake the whole time. She didn't
Yeah.
even go to sleep. I don't know if the woman sleeps.
No, I don't think she does.
All
either.
night
don't
she was
think so.
tweeting. She tweeted the lyrics before she put the song out, which
Yeah.
took away from the song for me personally.
Yeah, she was on
The
that.
Bigfoot line already done the
So
run
now-
out, wash out, and she tweeted like all the lyrics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just a major. This is crashing out.
big time.
This is
Big
crashing
time.
out
She's crashing out for her husband too. Her husband, her brother.
for a sex offender, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's a crazy crash out.
Like Meg just needs to build a daycare across the street
oh,
and just
that right there is
make the
evil.
move. Like now you have to move.
That is just evil.
I have your address. It's on file.
Like just holding a kid up as a defense.
Oh,
is
and
crazy.
Nicki potentially, allegedly, might be super broke, and she's calling Meg broke. Did you see that?
Ken
Where they
Barb.
showed all the debtors that she has with the LLCs, which she keeps taking out different LLCs under different names because she keeps owing money under different LLCs.
Yeah.
There's like 6 different debtors right now for Harajuku Barbie, Tokyo something. Like, and with all her addresses there and
Fuck.
everything too. I'm like, you look crazy right now,
man.
bro.
Yeah, I'd be doing drugs too. I feel her. Keep doing your thing, Nicki.
Allegedly.
Like this looks
Yeah, allegedly,
nuts,
allegedly,
dog.
allegedly.
This looks nuts.
Yeah.
Like the legacy
Well, we
is
already know that she
finished.
pops pills, so.
I thought the legacy was done
potions.
after the Trini Balls thing. I thought the Trini Balls COVID thing, I was like, all right, we're done here. But she has upped it. She has upped it to another level, man.
Yeah, man. This is going out.
I really feel like she made those songs after Pardi made his song.
You think so?
I think when Pardi said what he said, just based off the content that she's putting in there, she's talking about Pardi a lot and the things he said.
Yeah. Very true.
I feel like after Pardi made that song, she might have reached out to him, like, finally. Someone that was in the camp,
Yeah.
that's out the camp.
Nah, if
And
Pardi
she did you
responded-
dirty, and she said some shit about you
If I'm
on the
Pardi-
first song, Cobra. Yo, come over here. She's not your friend. I'm your friend.
not
If she
responding.
really wanted to do this, she should have got Pardi to write.
I
Be
wouldn't.
a co-writer.
I'm not doing that if I'm Pardi. That's nasty. That's too much.
yeah. As a man,
That's
You can't do
that's
that, Pardi.
disgusting.
as
like,
a
no.
man,
You don't think that he was doing too much this whole time?
No, I don't.
Dropping the record and
I
then
think that
going
was
on
valid.
all those podcasts and
Valid.
lying on the podcast?
He
Valid.
lied on the podcast.
Lying on them?
Valid.
Yes,
What do
he
you
She
say?
lied to
lied
you.
on them.
She lied to him.
What do you say? What's the best lie?
She lied to him.
He was lying about cheating. He was like, "Oh,
Well,
what's cheating?" And
he didn't lie, he
da-da-da. And then-
dodged.
Yeah, he dodged,
No,
yeah.
and then he admitted that he did cheat
So he
on a
didn't
different
lie.
podcast. On a different podcast.
So he dodged
So
and then
he-
told the truth.
He
That's
can't
all
change
I'm
his
hearing.
mind.
He dodged and then
No,
told.
he lied. No, he did say at first. There's one podcast where he's like, "I did not cheat." There's another one that's like, "Oh, define cheating."
I think he
and then there's
misremembered.
another
Yeah.
one that's like,
Are
"Yeah,
we
I
not allowed to
cheated.
give grace?
I cheated,
To Pardi,
and
yeah.
she cheated because I cheated, and then I was upset because she cheated on me because I cheated."
From what I
Trying to
heard,
confuse
she
everyone.
cheated. She was texting niggas, and that's why he cheated.
Yeah. So he's.
So
really-
let's not change the narrative
He
now.
was just sad. He was playing
Please.
defense.
He saw her
Yeah.
texting niggas sexually, and decided to sexually cheat, and then she sexually left the house
Texting
for
niggas
days, did not tell him, and sexually came back.
Sexually came back.
Listen, he was the first one to get
Walking all
caught.
sexy and shit in the
Let's
house.
remember, if they're
She was
both
the first one to get caught.
No, if they were both cheating on each other, he was just the first one to get caught to physically cheat. Even
like
if
that.
she was the one, because if she's texting somebody
Facts.
sexually,
She had,
and
he
sees
had the
that,
hard evidence,
you know,
pun intended.
so she probably was already fucking by hiding it better than he was.
Facts.
Yeah.
Women
Way
always
better.
hide better than
They're
men do
so
when it
much
comes
better.
to fucking
Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
cheating.
Women are
Very scary
Y'all,
creatures.
yo, man, we need to lose the egos. We are not it.
Ace is not having it.
We are not all of that and a bag of chips. Be insecure. The key to being in a good relationship as man is be insecure.
Is it?
I swear. You need like 20% insecurity, I feel like.
Oh my God.
20%.
The niggas are insecure, and that's why they cheat.
What
More
does
times than
20%
not.
insecure
Not
mean?
necessarily. I know niggas that
Yes.
just cheat out of habit.
Insecure.
Like, I know
think
niggas
so?
that just, that's
Yeah.
what they do.
No, it's tied to ego.
It's definitely
It's
tied to
100
ego.
It's
And the
100%
ego comes down to insecure. They're insecure about something.
Yeah.
They think that their girl is like, they think that their girl might be talking to other people, are too friendly with people. That's an insecurity. They care
agree with
about
it. I don't
they care
agree.
about
Honestly.
money. They care
not jacking
if
that.
a man. What are you talking
could
about?
be.
Niggas
This
just are
is
just
real
curious
life.
about pussy sometimes.
Yeah, but that.
Am I lying?
She's right though. It could
Like,
stem from some things.
I'm not saying it can't. I'm saying some niggas just are curious about pussy.
But if you respect your commitment, then
Obviously, if you respect your blah blah blah, we get that, nigga.
If you're
I'm talking
curious-
about what the niggas that don't respect their household.
yeah.
If
Some
you're-
of them are just curious about pussy.
And usually they're
think
a
it's more.
lot more frank and open. You know
What
what
do
I
you mean?
mean? They don't hide things. If you're just curious about pussy, like the signs are there. Usually you
that's a
know.
different- that's a
You know what I
different nigga,
mean?
bro.
It's just there.
cheating openly is wild.
Cheating openly is an open like a whole relationship.
No, because you have to both agree.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Open.
cheating openly. What do you mean? Like blatantly just cheating and just
Yeah.
It's just
letting
yeah,
her
they
find
just
it?
don't
Yeah,
give
like,
a
what-
fuck.
that's a nigga that just wants to end it and is a coward. He's insecure
Yeah.
for sure.
No,
He's definitely insecure.
I promise you, there's people who are just like, okay, and they find out.
That's a
and they're
sociopath.
like-
Then.
And that's how I feel like the curious pussy thing is, because I really believe that there's insecurities or multiple insecurities. It might not just be like the way that she interacts with other males, but like in terms of the money thing,
Financial standing,
like,
I
power.
think power-
maybe
power is
the
big,
guy
too.
is going through shit, like on Insecure. Remember,
Yeah.
he lost his job
That
and
shit
he
hurt
felt
my
like
heart.
nothing, and he goes and cheats. Like, there's just so many different
Variables.
barriers.
I thought she cheated first, no?
She
No.
did. She
Issa,
did.
yeah,
We're
Issa.
changing the narrative again.
Yeah,
She did.
that's what I'm saying. Like, we have to catch that.
She
Issa-
definitely
Issa
cheated first.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
See?
I don't remember.
This is what I'm talking about, man.
No, but I'm just using the example
paint us
of.
as villains.
I'm using the example of like he didn't feel well,
Secure,
and he
yeah.
was
Yeah.
insecure about his situation that he had. Right?
What if it's
So-
a power thing though? Because I know some men like to cheat because they like the idea of power and having multiple women.
And that can lead
Insecurity.
back to
That's definitely
insecurity.
insecurity.
So now, when a woman wants to cheat, is it because she just knows she could take advantage of the fact that all these suitors want them, or is it because they're insecure?
It has
and
to
they
be
just-
insecurity if we're saying men's is insecurity. It has to be stemmed
Well,
from the same place.
Considering
So
that
can we all-
women,
Let's hear the goalpost move now.
Well, all
no,
we,
I didn't say that. I said considering women cheat more because of like emotionally cheat than physically cheat.
I also don't
think
agree with that.
I'm getting ready to move the goal.
hold on, let her finish, guys. Let her finish.
No,
wanna hear
I
it.
just
wanna
feel
hear it. I'm
if they, I believe that too, that they're more likely to emotionally cheat before they do the physically cheat or whatever. And that has to do with they're not happy with the relationship that they got. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I
when
don't
a woman
know,
cheats,
like,
when they leave you, they've already left you like months before, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a joke about that.
for
So, like,
me, if I was
that
to
shit's
cheat, it
tough.
wouldn't be because I was insecure. Like I wouldn't be like, okay, yeah, let me go cheat because I feel insecure. If I'm feeling insecure in my relationship, it's gonna come up as other problems. It's gonna come up as like me wanting to search through phones and me like accusing or me like doing that type of shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go and run out and cheat because I'm insecure.
But then a woman's insecurity could lead to looking for that reassurance from another man. You know, they could end up being like, "Oh man, I'm not getting it from him. He doesn't reassure me enough, so I'm gonna find it elsewhere." Is that insecurity or
Yes.
is that feeling a void? Like, what is that now? Like,
that, yeah, there are
insecurity
people
about-
who do fill voids.
yeah.
They're like, okay, I'm not getting something, so I want to go over there. But
So
I
is
don't
that
know.
insecurity?
I
Because
don't
I know a
if
lot of
it's
men
A
that
lot of
try to
men do
fill
that.
voids,
Yeah,
and I
for
don't know if
sure.
that's an insecurity
It's definitely
thing.
an insecurity.
So then that means so I think it's not really a gender thing. I think just everybody in
general
general,
are
when they
insecure.
cheat, they do it from an insecure standpoint. Because if you're doing it from ego, then it always comes back to
I believe
insecurity.
it's two things. I think it's
either
selfishness and insecurity. I think it can be either or
Yeah.
it could be the combination of both. I think some people are just selfish,
can
don't
agree
care
with
about
that.
other people, and want to do their thing. Just like how she said some people are just openly cheating, like they're just selfish. They don't. It's not an insecurity thing. They're well secure with themselves.
But I also think that people who cheat, even if they are insecure, are still selfish.
Yeah, of course. I think the two have to go hand in hand at some point. But there are some people who just have the selfishness without the insecurity.
Especially if you make it a regular thing.
Yeah.
That's insecurity and selfishness.
Yeah.
Like, because if it's just, okay, it happened once, shit can sometimes happen, right?
Yeah.
If it's a repeated, like, you're just now doing this because you're super selfish.
Yeah.
Do you think once
you're
a cheater-
using the insecurity? I don't know.
Do you think once a cheater, always a cheater?
I don't know.
I'm not gonna stay to find out. I'm gonna tell you that.
I don't like. I honestly don't know. I would hope that once a cheater, not always a cheater. You know.
Yeah, it's honestly
hope
so
that there's-
subjective. That's case by case because there's so many reasons people can stop cheating and so many reasons people can continue cheating. So it's like you never know. Someone could get threatened with death and they not cheat no more. You know what I mean? Like,
But it got to that point though.
but like
You willing to die for this pussy nigga?
exactly.
You got it.
So it's like it's really a case by case. I think it's easier to put everyone under an umbrella of like, yeah, once a cheater, always a cheater, just because it rhymes. But like realistically, I don't.
No, there are like pathological cheaters. So,
Yeah, for sure.
Once a cheater, for sure, always a cheater. My sister's dad, once a cheater, definitely always a cheater. But there's some people that maybe work on themselves, actually go to therapy,
Some people find
actually
religion.
realize what is going on.
Yeah.
Or maybe they find the partner that it actually
Makes
they're
them
meant
worth
to,
it. Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
be with.
That's
and
real.
so the need for cheating isn't there
away.
anymore.
Yeah.
Because
Or
they're no
maybe they
longer
want to,
feeling
they just-
insecure or they have no longer feel that pride or the ego or selfish, whatever. So
Yeah.
shit can change, but I just don't know.
Yeah,
For
like
sure.
like you can't replace a habit. I don't think you could get rid of it. You can just find something that's actually better that you want to keep more than the other thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think once a cheater, always a cheater. But you just have something else that is better than cheating. So you want that more.
I hear you. Is Taylor Swift closer to Michael Jackson than Beyonce?
No. Maybe.
Are we doing this one again?
Maybe.
Who said this again?
Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp said
Just
it
woke
original.
it up. Just woke it up
But
again.
who's the one that said it
Schultz.
original?
Schultz. Schultz is the one
right?
that started all this.
He was trolling, but yeah, it started a narrative
I mean,
that people had to really consider.
listen, when people talk about Beyonce being, you know, the queen, the queen, cool. But I don't know if Beyonce gets as much love worldwide as much as Taylor does.
She doesn't.
Worldwide?
She doesn't.
Taylor doesn't get, or Taylor
Beyonce's
gets
more
more.
iconic
or
Taylor
Beyonce?
gets more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Beyonce's more iconic than Taylor. Come on.
Yeah,
So is
I
Whitney.
agree.
So is Whitney Houston.
I agree.
Yeah.
A lot
But-
of people are iconic.
I don't think Beyonce has gotten the worldly appreciation until more recently.
Yeah.
Before,
Yeah. Okay.
it wasn't like it was very much a North American thing. Now I think it's more of a global thing.
It's all Kanye's fault.
but-
Kanye's fault. From that moment,
but-
she got worldwide recognition.
That's true.
For which?
After the Kanye incident.
Kanye
That
award.
Kanye incident blew her up globally because that was a story across the world. It was the biggest story in the world. Kanye jumps on stage, takes this takes this moment from this cute little white girl who's winning, like, what is it, best video?
Yeah.
Oh,
best
so
video,
you're trying
right?
to say that he made Taylor
Yeah.
more
Yes.
global.
We thought it
Okay.
was Beyonce.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Beyonce.
Oh,
I was
no,
like,
no, sorry.
Because they were both.
I was like, what?
in
There
that.
was
Yeah.
both that.
No.
meant
I'm saying,
Taylor.
Taylor. I'm saying that moment blew
Yeah.
Taylor up worldwide just on a headline basis, and more people started going, "Who is this girl?" Because I did not know of her existence.
I knew of her.
until that moment.
What?
But also think
I'm
about
telling
this.
you, I don't know why. I just didn't know who she was.
I knew
Think about
she
like
was.
all the as the Asian guy here, I honestly can picture people in Asia wanting to be more like Taylor Swift than they want to be more like Beyonce.
Really?
I think
And
it's
that's
it
because
comes to
of
race.
Asia's.
It's and
I
I'm
think
coming.
this is why
100%.
this
Asia
is
wants
why
to be
this
white.
is the basis of
they
my
want to be
argument.
skinny. They want to be.
The
so
basis of my
obviously-
argument is that Taylor is closer to Michael Jackson simply because she's white, and her music is palatable and apolitical.
Okay,
she
so-
does not choose a
so-
side. She's not liberal. She's not Republican. She's like Michael Jordan. Everyone buys
We know what
sneakers.
side she's on.
She doesn't give any political takes. She
Yeah.
doesn't chime in on politics whatsoever. Kind of like Drake, and as a result, She is
Favored more.
favored more.
So, if Michael Jackson stayed black, would he have been as global?
No.
No.
And if he uses his real voice, no.
Yeah.
That, he has a
He had
nigga
to jump
voice.
through many hoops to be who he was.
So, the whiter you are,
Yeah.
the more
the more
sacrifices
global
you gotta make.
you're going to be.
Yeah, exactly. It
Marketable,
really is
more
that
palatable.
simple.
They use those
Not to
words.
mention the machines behind them. Like,
Yeah.
I can't remember who. Someone look it up? Who Taylor's dad is? I feel like he's someone super important in like the music industry or
I don't
something,
think he was the
or
music
has
industry.
friends in the music. I can't. I might be mixing him up with Lady Gaga, but one of them have a story like that.
Scott.
Father is
But
a
I feel-
former
I've-
stockbroker for Merrill Lynch, and her mother, Andrea Gardner Swift, is formerly homemaker who previously worked as a mutual fund marketing executive. Yeah, she didn't have.
It might have been Lady Gaga. I'm thinking about.
There's
Yeah, her
definitely
parents are
somebody
very
else.
influential.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it might have been Lady Gaga. I'm thinking about.
At one point, though, Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson were the two biggest people in the world. They were both two black guys,
I would say around 95.
you know. And like, I feel if Michael was still black, he would have still been as big but
Globally?
I
actually,
don't think he would have been as big. I think he
Maybe
would have
not
been
as big.
huge.
He still would have been huge.
Yeah.
But the polarizing thing about him being black and then becoming white was half the allure. We're like, whoa,
sure.
what's
He'd
the
be Usher.
what is this enigma?
I think he'd be Usher
You think?
level fame.
He'd be one of the great blacks.
One of the like technically we know he's the best, but like
He's not at that.
he's amazing. Everybody loves him, but he's not the guy. Like Usher is undoubtedly a legend, but when he drops, it's not like the world stops.
Like, who are the black greats from that
The
era?
world doesn't stop when Usher drops. The world stops when Drake drops and when Taylor drops and when Beyonce drops and Kendrick. Those four people.
The world
Even,
stops. I don't think the world stops when Kendrick stops.
You'd be surprised, brother.
I mean,
You'd be surprised.
don't
That
know.
night Damn dropped was fucking
that was
insane.
years ago.
Yeah, it was years ago.
So you think it's died off?
It does
Yeah.
not drop.
Yeah.
No,
I
It
have
wasn't a
not.
stop for Kendrick.
I
What?
haven't even listened
Interesting.
to it. It has not. It might have. The world might have dropped with Black Twitter and people who are adjacent and try to like, but it does not stop.
So maybe
Never
it's more of a
listened to it.
backpacker. Maybe
Yeah.
it's more the backpacking whites,
Yeah.
like the Wu-Tang whites.
Yeah, exactly.
oh yeah,
And the
yeah.
Hotep blacks.
White
yeah.
people love Kendrick.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, way more than black people. Like, which is wild because he
that-
makes music
but
for
that's
black people.
No, but that's true for a lot of rappers.
Yeah,
with
Tyler, the
Khalifa
Creator.
has a crazy
Tyler.
large white
Yeah.
demographic.
Tyler had white boys wearing 5-panel hats in the UK.
Yeah.
5-panel hats and short sleeve button ups in high school. Like
That shit's hard, though.
with high socks.
That
The
shit's hard with
biggest-
Chucks. Nigga, what? Yeah,
I will
that's a
say
vibe.
that white people are like huge supporters of hip hop. Like they're the ones
They
that
have
buy
the
the
money.
tickets. They go. They do the meet and greets.
They got the generational wealth.
Whatever.
They
Yeah.
can afford
It's easy to do
concerts,
when
they can
you
afford the
walk out the
merch.
house and dad gives you $2 to go
Yeah.
to the concert. Enjoy yourself tonight.
Yeah. You can't even pronounce concert at the house when you're in high school. It's like
Concert?
homework, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You got to fight to be something.
exactly.
You ain't got time for this.
So you can stand and smile in the crowd. Go to your room. Like,
Yeah,
my parents
no.
were not having that.
White people can go to Coachella, no problem.
Coachella,
they
bro.
can go to these festivals that cost obscene amounts of money
Yeah.
in the boatload. Black people can't do that.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm like, why you guys holding us to these crazy standards in terms of like dating and marriage and shit? These niggas got daddy's money. They can bring it to any restaurant.
Man, that's a lot, man.
Laos with Chipotle, man. Fuck.
Guy, you
Chipotle is a date.
Chipotle's
don't
bad.
buy. Just don't buy those.
Chipotle is.
Just don't buy two
I
pairs
remember
of
that. Yo,
Jordans
that
and
shit
that
was
Montclair
hot.
jacket, and you can go to Coachella. Like that's
hot,
really it.
bro.
Just don't buy certain things. You can go to Coachella.
That's-
All right,
That
stop
is-
buying weed.
You know what I'm
Norm.
saying?
Go to Coachella.
That's what I'm saying. If I decided not to spend weed
That's what I'm saying.
for a month, I could have went to Coachella.
No, but that is true.
So
Like,
it's not
you-
like it's not like we don't have the money.
You
It's just we
prioritize
choose to
other things.
prioritize other things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We don't care
mental
for
health.
Coachella.
Yeah, bro. Coachella's up here.
All
dog.
I
You know
hear
what I mean?
is you're prioritizing your mental health. I personally wouldn't go to Coachella unless like super VIP'd out. Like I've
yeah.
got to know the artist. I got to be backstage.
This guy's bougie.
I want to
have to.
participate. I want to participate in the events.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go to the things. I want to go to the brand like house party thing.
Yeah,
and
like
the stuff that they have.
like Patron doing a little
Yeah.
side
That's
thing.
hard.
I
Yeah.
want to be that influencer that can just go
Gotcha.
and
Yeah.
hang out.
because I'm not standing in the middle of thousands of
Have
people
you gone?
wanting
I
to
wanna do
pee.
Have you gone to a
want to.
festival?
No.
This is how you know he's young. Cause
No, I really want to go to Coachella.
yo,
Yeah, God
honestly,
bless.
like I've never been to Coachella. My friend did, and she had a horrible time because of the dust and stuff. She had an asthma attack.
You're
like, she couldn't
thirsty
even
all
op-
day.
Like
Keep some water
you're
on.
in the
all
hot
day you're
desert.
thirsty.
So I don't know if you should go to like that
I don't think people-
particular
wanna
festival,
go.
but there's other festivals,
Yeah.
and it's still like
A lot, bro.
Yo, Rolling, I went to
You went to
Rolling
Rolling
Loud.
Loud?
No,
Yo,
I wasn't trying to do that.
I was there
In the
half
city,
a day,
no.
bro.
I didn't go to
Why?
Rolling Loud.
It's gonna be
It's
Wild Wild
crazy.
You thought
West.
people were shooting at Rolling
I
Loud?
thought
They
were
were.
100%. They were.
When?
In the VIP.
Yo, shooting in the VIP. You see, I knew it. No,
I forgot I seen Central C sprinting.
that's what I'm not doing.
And then he made
There was-
Sprinter.
They're
like, oh, shit.
literally shooting. That's why they're not
I forgot
coming
about that. I
back.
have it right behind me, too. That's crazy. I was standing right there. That's super insane. Yeah, Club Rolling Loud. Yeah.
I've gone to like Made in America, which is in Philly, and the first time it was cool. You know, the first time I'm like, yo, this is sick.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so many of my friends came. I ran into people from Toronto, and I was
That's
like,
fire.
I went with my people in DC, so it was just a vibe. Second time I went, I was like, absolutely not.
The hype
There
has
was like
died.
there was mud everywhere. Like you are trying to get close, and people are pushing you away, and
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
but you also don't want to really be close like that because
No,
it's
that's Caucasian.
annoying.
That's Caucasian Juve,
And
yo.
then
Facts. It's a fact.
Because
They
when you
slide
think
in
about it, if you're gonna shit on people go to Coachella, there's people that spend the same amount of money to
Juke,
go to
jab,
a
jab.
fucking.
Jab,
and that's
jab.
on them because
what I'm
I don't
saying?
do that either. Like
She's like, I don't like none of that shit. That's hilarious.
Like,
yeah,
because
no.
I've been to fest where I'm just like, I would spend fucking $300-$400 on this VIP booth, and da-da-da-da. I could see why people would go all
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
and mortgage their homes for a week of parties. They're fucking amazing.
if it's your
But-
thing, I get it.
Yeah,
if
if
it's,
it's your thing,
not
for
your
sure.
Yeah.
thing, then it's just like,
I feel like Coachella is still riding on the wave of early Instagram days. Like
Sure.
early 2012, 2013, 14 Instagram, when you saw people at Coachella, it looked glamorous.
Yeah.
Like people are showing up in their best fits. Bitches are in fucking native headgear and shit,
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah.
wearing dream catchers.
I
It
will
looks
say
so
that
like
the-
a bohemian, just a
That's what it
vibe.
was,
Like,
yeah.
Del Rey shit.
the
And-
outfits that people planned, that's one of my favorite things. Like
Okay.
packing for Coachella,
Yeah.
that's the type of content. Like what I wore at Coachella.
That's
it's a
majority.
vibe.
That's majority of the reasons a lot of people go. They
Yeah.
want to stand in front of that fucking colored
Ferris wheel.
No, not even the Ferris wheel. You know the
Oh.
building that looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa?
Yeah.
It's like all different colors. They
It's
stand
not-
in front of that, take their
It's
picture.
not pizza.
Pizza.
Pisa.
Pizza.
Pizza.
Pizza. Whatever.
You know,
pizza.
my favorite thing about
You know what I mean?
my favorite thing about Rolling Loud, anyways, was the
It's because
people
you want to
watching.
roll
Yeah.
loud.
It was
Yeah.
people
Got it.
watching. I just
And
wanted
rolling
to
loud.
Rolling
Yeah.
loud,
Yeah.
smoking weed,
Rolling mad
but just
loud.
watching people do stupidness or just like.
Love it.
You know, when
But
you see
then-
influencers in the wild, it's just like when everyone's trying to be an
yeah,
influencer
yeah,
in the
yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Everyone
It's just
filming
like,
and doing all
damn,
that
this
shit.
It's
is hilarious.
dystopian as fuck.
Yeah.
Like I always, whenever that happens, I'm like, oh, we're doomed. We're like, we're finished.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm in a room where everyone's just, I catch it. I look around, I see it, I'm like, yeah, we're finished.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
We're about 20 years away from everyone just staying in their houses.
I've said this publicly. I'm like, there's way too many people quitting their jobs
Oh, man.
to be influencers.
Yo.
We need HR
I thought that was going to
professionals.
end in the pandemic.
We need nurses.
Consultants,
We need
yeah. I'm
teachers.
I'm telling you right
we
now,
need
as
like
a recruiter,
yes.
people are fucking delusional.
Yeah.
Like coming to you with like no experience at all and saying like, yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna be like, you know, VP type and I'm looking for this and I want this much money. And it's all stemming from that. Of like just quitting one thing, seeing a video, know your worth, and talking to me about you want this much.
Algorithms are ruining people.
Fuck are you talking about?
Algorithms
it's
are
inflating
ruining people.
people's-
No, it's insane. Or like
And-
people like leaving jobs for like the most frivolous reasons ever, and they think it's okay. It's
But
like,
people
I
are
just wasn't
painting
feeling
the
it.
picture so romantically. That's the reason. It's so easy for someone to go online, throw some ad dollars, and be like, look at this car that I got.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this house that I got.
yeah, yeah.
I got
Especially-
all this with fucking drop shipping.
Oh yeah,
The amount of people quitting their jobs to drop ship,
Yeah.
you all cannot sell soap. I'm sorry. Everyone cannot sell soap. It's
Or,
like
or t-shirts.
or t-shirts
And they're like,
or,
yeah,
or
my
Pez
merch or
pens.
whatever,
Like,
like-
the markets are gonna saturate, and there's only so little room for people, especially when you talk about Amazon. Who goes past page 2?
Good point.
I don't even go past page 1 majority of the times.
it's the first
Who goes
9
past
items.
page
Yeah.
2 to look for items? And majority of you guys are back there. Because if you're starting and you have no money, and you want to get popping on Amazon, you got to put money into ad dollars. You got to put money into moving your
To, like, the
ranking up.
sponsored
You got to put money into
content.
SEO, search engine optimization. You got to put money into ads on Facebook,
The
ads on
reviews
Instagram.
help, like
You can't
all
just
that
make
stuff.
money just because you made a product from Alibaba, go on Amazon. Like, that's not how it works. You need to have money to make money. That's
Well,
it.
it's gonna be
It doesn't
a rude,
change.
It's gonna be a rude awakening. There's gonna be so many people who are going to flood this digital industry,
Yeah.
and then they're gonna realize that it's not gonna be completely sustainable for everyone. Because it is sustainable for a good amount of people, and
It's a good
just
reminder
like,
that not everyone's special.
yeah.
Like, everyone's special at certain things. Just not everyone's not special at the same thing. Like,
Yeah, and like for me, I always want people to chase their dreams, but sometimes I'm like,
sometimes your
Chase
dream.
another
let's
dream.
be a
Should just-
little realistic.
You gotta wake up.
Change your dream.
Sometimes you gotta wake up.
up.
Sometimes you gotta wake up.
Yeah, some people are chasing dreams, but they're really nightmares. Nightmares are actually dreams nonetheless.
Oh, Meek Mill was a philosopher. Yes, yes.
The nightmares, dog.
When I was coming here, I saw Miss HASAN, a black woman teacher from Toronto.
the drippy one.
Yeah,
Sick.
who went viral based off of her outfits that she would wear to the school, right? And so she's on this list of top TikTokers that they're showcasing for Black History Month.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, I'm like, yo, her pages are going crazy, still going crazy. She could really profit from this and quit her job.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, we need you as a teacher.
Yeah, that's your whole
Because the
thing.
kids actually like you.
Yeah.
And that's what your content was based off of.
Yeah.
So it's like, I would love for her to make a lot of money, but I also really hope that even if she does make a lot of money, she stays,
yeah.
as a teacher.
It's tough, man.
As long as
tough.
she can, because I know
Especially-
that teachers are like the industry for teaching is kind of stressful.
Especially
as
Very
well, but-
stressful.
they're peeling
Yeah.
back those work from home. Like, a lot of people are actually just going back into the office now. And once you
at my
got
former job.
that like hint of pandemic freedom,
Yeah.
it's hard to let that go, brother.
Yeah, man.
And like, trust me, I get it. I for so long did not have to leave my house for years, right? And I would watch you sitting at home, and you're about to get work done, and you're at home, and you're watching videos pop up on the timeline of this subway line down. So like, did you see 100 people out on the street waiting for shuttle buses in a snowstorm, and you're like, whoo, thank God. Like, but everyone got a hint of that for like 2 years. And now it's like, oh no, I gotta get back. Like, I can't be here. I can be at home doing, I gotta look up on TikTok. How can I make money from home? 400 videos of how you can make money from your room or whatever the case may be. And they're all just selling you guys a dream that's just not realistic. Like, the pandemic should have shown a lot of people, you're not cut out for this. There's people who tried to do Instagram lives, couldn't last 5 minutes on that bitch.
Let's not talk about those dark times. Yeah. It was,
Everyone thinks they're entertaining until it's time to
everyone-
entertain.
Yeah.
People think a
Everyone.
podcast is easy. You know how many podcasts I've seen in the city come and
Came-
go?
Yo, dog.
Come and go, because y'all
Talk
niggas
it.
run out of shit to talk about because you don't know what to talk about.
There's that part.
Shit, I'm even having a hard time getting mine like launched because it's so hard with setting up interviews and
Yes,
whatever. And
content.
Booking shit, bro.
Been a
You
part
know,
of
Shit getting
this,
canceled. Like, what?
Niggas,
Yeah.
you set up everything. Lights are up, everything. A nigga texts you, yo. You just throw your phone.
Yeah,
Like,
and
it's just-
especially when you're based off of just like one person and a
Dog,
guest. Like
dog.
I seen that right before the holidays. I came here. We my like video team was there. Producer is here. I came over ready to go. She was like, "Oh, her husband was like, yeah, we're coming from the States. There's traffic." I was like, "Yeah,
already-
it's Toronto." And I'm like, okay, like let's try to push it back for them. Pushed it back, and then they went MIA. And then I was like, you know what?
See?
Because I messaged them
See?
like, yo, just let me know if
Yeah.
you can't do this. Let me know so that these people aren't waiting.
Yeah.
Right? It's different if I'm just waiting, but now I have multiple people. I have the people here at It's Okay. I have Cass and Tristan waiting. I want them to go home if they don't need to be here.
Yeah.
And so I was like, please just give me an answer. I didn't give an answer. I'm like, it's okay, just leave. And then they came back and was like, oh, I'm sorry, we had like a problem with their hotel, whatever. Okay, cool. It's unfortunate, you know? And it kind of makes me feel down
Yeah.
Because I really wish it worked out,
Yeah.
but
This is
You can't
how it
control
goes, man.
Yeah.
Trust
Yeah.
me.
Yo, I had
Doing it so
someone
long.
fake a car crash. Like they were booked for an episode, right?
faked a car crash.
Yeah,
is ridiculous.
listen, maybe she wasn't a car crash. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
But like, listen,
If you're listening,
yeah, we're
we're
at the
on
spot.
to you.
Yeah, I bit onto her. I'm like, come on, lady. But anyway, we were at the spot, booked everything. I had like, my guy ready. Photographer's gonna be on set as well, right? So everything is ready. We're just waiting. I'm checking like, yeah, I'm on my way. I'm like, okay. Minutes pass by. I'm like, I'm not getting a good feeling. When you have that feeling, you already know it's gonna be a flop, right? So I check in with her, and then she waits a while and then gets back to me. Oh my god, I was just in a car crash. My nigga, I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, are you okay?
God, that's what you
No
gotta
response.
ask.
Exactly, no response. She's like, yeah, I think I'll be all right. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, and then just stopped responding. And I was like, this.
Never talk to you again.
I mean, we still talking in there, but it's like,
He's like, I still hit, but like,
no, definitely not.
still beat, but it's the principle.
This is how you know.
Yeah,
Because anybody
Look
that
of
gets into
wisdom.
an accident
yeah.
posts it somewhere.
And she had a following too, so it's like she definitely would have posted if it was the case. You know what I mean? Like, I'll tell
if
you
you
what it's
got a
after,
following,
but
you are not going to waste that opportunity
that's
for
what I'm
content.
saying. I'm like, come on,
You're
dog.
gonna film that.
Come on,
get
dog.
some likes. Get
I'm
some.
not personally.
I probably
well, that's
wouldn't
you.
either.
Yeah, I'm not. I
think-
hate any form of like pity clout. Or a pity
Well,
engagement. Victim
Unless it was like a
engagement.
real
Yeah, if it's not
serious,
pity clout.
something that's a little bit more serious, and I had a lot of engagements going on, and I just wanted people to know, like, yo, I'm really not lying.
Yeah.
So I feel like she probably would have, if she knew that she was coming and
Yeah.
she had something to
Exactly.
do,
Yeah, yeah,
then
yeah.
she probably would have posted
Exactly.
something.
Yeah,
Like,
because
oh my gosh.
if I'm canceling on someone,
Yeah.
and I told them the reason, I'm posting the reason.
Yeah.
So that you don't think I'm like.
I'm like that too. Like,
You know what I
actually,
mean?
yo, literally
Like
look at me right now.
lying.
Like, I'm
I'm
I got hit by a
because I'm
car.
thinking about it the whole time. I hate canceling on people, so I'm
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah.
about it the whole time. I know what it's like to like rent somewhere or rent equipment,
Yeah.
all this shit, and then it just doesn't work out. So
Yeah.
I would never want to do that to somebody else. Like
Yeah.
if I'm telling you, yo, I can't make it, I might post the reason why I
I
can't
feel
make
like
it.
Norm has a story.
I'm just picturing this because there's a time I got into an accident and I recorded it. I was like, I'm gonna say this for when I actually need to use this as an excuse.
That's amazing. That's sociopathic, but
I
amazing.
never got to use it. But I'm just like, in case like I'm running late, I'm like, fuck, and I just really
That's
can't.
so
do it. I'm like,
calculated.
should I do it?
You know
I
the
gotta
problem
do
with that
kinda-
is? You know what the problem with that is? If you send it to someone,
No.
the metadata's in the background of it. If they know how to look, like women know know how
That's
to snoop.
embarrassing.
If they look at the metadata of that shit and they can
Yo.
find the location,
If they
because it
catch
puts
it-
the longitude, latitude of wherever you took the picture.
Yeah.
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 It puts the time, the date, where you were.
How do you see all that?
In the metadata, you gotta know how to get to the metadata of the
Look.
picture or the video.
All you have to do is swipe
Just
up.
swipe up.
Oh shit!
On a picture someone sent you?
Yeah, you can do it on a. If you
They got
if
me.
you don't turn
yeah, they got me, bro.
if you don't turn the location off
Yeah.
on the photos, then yeah.
That's why you gotta screen record or
I was gonna say,
screenshot
if you
anything you're sending.
Yeah, if it's a
That's old,
screenshot of the
so that
thing.
it gives it. But then it'll say screenshot, so you got to go to metadata
And
and
like,
change
change it.
the name.
This guy.
But
The graphic designer in me is like, oh, I could do that.
you can adjust. You can adjust dates and times now, so I don't trust
shit.
anything. Yeah,
Oh,
my
it's blessed.
sister
Yeah, okay.
taught me this recently.
Oh, you.
Yo,
God.
so what about the wicked?
Yeah, yo, shout out.
Yo, wicked, the best. Yo, they're the greatest cheaters ever.
Man, this is so
This
scary,
is
dog.
why.
Yo, the
Yo,
greatest defense
women
is the
are
best offense. yo.
Facts. They know where to snoop, so they know where to not leave breadcrumbs. You guys
Exactly.
are sick.
nah, it was very telling, though. That's terrifying.
And see, and this is the thing. Women are like black people in the way that they should be, where it's like they keep everything in-house.
Oh.
So you'll never know.
I shouldn't even have told you guys that.
Exactly. You guys know too
She's like,
much.
I already breached the trust.
In my head, I'm like, I shouldn't even say it.
Yo, black Twitter, the women are gonna be so mad at you right
Niggas is
now.
now gonna try to change the dates
Oh
and shit.
my God. This this is why that Are We Dating the Same Man group had thousands of people before anyone knew it existed.
Yo, start this one, Matt. This one's
There's
going
already a
viral, yo.
Mandem one. There's already a Mandem one. Oh, start this one.
This right
Yo.
here. Women's secret revealed.
Gal that we know, man. This is
Man, watch out. Hide your metadata.
It's so scary, dog.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's not scary if you don't do nothing wrong, brother.
And obviously
Fuck
you're
you, nigga.
doing something wrong. Hey.
It's just like I'm still here. My bad, fam. No, seriously, it's just like the niggas who didn't want to put their thumb in the phone when it first came out.
I thought you were
Like,
going to say something else.
Nah.
Why did you think that?
You was a freaky ass nigga. You freaky fraud. Niggas don't want to put their thumb in the butt. So. Yeah, no. The niggas who didn't want to put their thumb on their fingerprint on their phone early on. It's like, why?
I remember that, yeah.
You work at Aldo. What's the
That's so
problem?
important.
You're a key holder. What's the problem?
No
shout out
shade to
Aldo,
the
man.
key holders. Come
It's
on
shade.
now.
You're not doing anything illegal. That's not shade.
No.
It's like, why are you thinking you're doing something that the government needs to watch you? The government don't give a fuck about you, nigga.
Good point.
Shit's
Unless
crazy.
you're, taking part in criminal activity, that shit don't. Those rules don't
Should
apply
not
to
phase you. Should
know?
not phase you at all in the slightest. Where is this list? Hold on. Wait for it. Ah, yes. Best pussy list was put up on Twitter.
Oh my gosh.
This one is, yeah,
By whom?
I don't know. Just some random.
probably save on again.
So are you talking like cultures, or are you talking like?
I'll tell you.
Individual
you'll see.
people.
Best
people
pussy
that-
list 2024.
It's like
That
Number
Asian-
one.
It's like profession and
Actually, I'll start at number 10.
That they have
Occasionally
fucked?
suicidal chicks.
Oh my gosh.
that's too low on the
You
list.
That? What do you mean?
You see what I mean? That's-
Matt?
Said that.
Oh my God!
Freaky ass nigga.
You's a freaky ass nigga.
Look at him. Dude. He did that shit.
Oh,
He did that
We
shit.
got him.
Yeah.
That boy, I said overly, occasionally suicide chicks. That boy said, I mean,
Yeah.
Which one? Point it out. It was him?
it's Matt.
Definitely Matt. Who else?
Freaky ass
Who
nigga
else?
Matt, man. That King
Not
Kid
even
boy.
shocked.
That little King Kid boy, Matt, yo. Over,
I'm not gonna lie.
fucking girls. You look at a girl's wrist first? What are you doing? What's going on,
He's
brother?
like caressing that shit like
This guy is sick.
like he's Ray Charles, bro.
Oh
Like,
my God. Nah, that's jail time.
That's
jail
crazy.
time, bro.
Yeah.
Suicide. This is suicide.
That's actually crazy that you said
Trigger
this. Like,
warning.
I
My goodness.
You know, I no,
can't
but
believe this shit.
What?
you can't give her a reason to live.
Yo, Matt just said, nah, the
can't
audience needs to
brighten
hear this.
He said,
Matt
"I
said,
can't
I can't brighten up her
day."
day.
oh my God. He
This
did that
nigga
shit.
said,
He did that shit.
this is what you hear when Matt said,
And I hope for-
Matt's beating the pussy up to gospel. This guy
Maybe-
is sick. Anyways, number 9, yoga girls.
That's kind of overrated.
Yeah.
Yoga
They
girls?
fart a lot too.
No.
What? What? You know what? You are not wrong. I had this girl that farted a lot, and she thought I couldn't smell it, and she did a lot of yoga too. So maybe you're right.
Telling you, it's
It
a
was very
thing.
strange,
It's
yeah.
a thing that downward dog be flatulence. Number 8, girls with waist beads. This is a good one. Girls with them African waist beads.
No, but like a lot of non-Africans wear those waist beads and they don't. It's
I've
fine.
never experienced.
Here's
that.
the thing, like-
I go for the source.
I've never had a chick with waist beads, but like I don't know why I could think about it and say, yeah, that sounds right. that sounds like
Yo,
it
the
fits.
waist bead thing.
When
There's
you think
merit
about
to
waist
it.
beads,
That
you
shit
think about, like,
works.
No, it
cocoa
definitely
butter.
does.
and
It
shea
works.
butter.
I think cocoa
works.
butter. I
It shapes
think
you.
like low
thick-
apple bottom
thickness.
parasucos.
Yeah,
and,
low rise
and
jeans.
like I picture Aaliyah and Rock the Boat.
I picture
waist, you know?
Beautiful Liar, Beyonce,
Fucking
Shakira.
Shakira, yeah.
That's what I picture.
Yeah, you just think of belly dances. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
We're racist. Yeah. Number 7, post-bachelor degree chicks.
Post bachelor
It
degree.
should be a bit lower
It's
on the list.
awfully specific.
That should be like a 9.
I would say
So
because
these
they're
are
just
people that went to college or university, graduated, and then got a post grad.
Yeah, like they're in grad school. Like,
Post-bachelor degree, that's what that is?
yeah.
Yes.
So they finished school and went back.
Yeah, they're in grad school.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
grad
good
school.
pussy. Oh, yeah.
yeah,
it's
because
alright.
they've
Oh,
been
yeah.
working so hard. Those
Oh,
first
no, that's good.
It's
That's
literally
good.
fine. It's 9. Just keep going.
9 is fine to you? What's a 10?
No, as in it's like no, don't do that. I'm talking about doing like a countdown, right?
Oh no, that was number 7.
Okay.
Number 6, newly divorced.
I wouldn't know that one, but
I wouldn't know actually.
Far. I'm not gonna lie to
Newly
you.
divorced, though.
Not gonna lie to you. It depends on how long she was married, though.
Oh my gosh.
Like if she was married 2 years,
Yeah, it's not real.
married 10.
Or she got some demons.
Ah, not only does she got demons, she know tricks, and she has not experienced different
Oh, wow.
veins in there in a minute. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Number 5, weirdo astrology queens. I hate that this is right. This is triggering.
I'm gonna fuck you while the moon rises.
If she got rocks on that windowsill,
Honestly.
hey man, hey man.
Yeah,
Or
if
she
you-
got
if you-
that constellation scarf hung on the
Okay,
wall.
yeah.
Oh
That-
man.
Nah,
Oh,
if she
that
got
was an
crystals, one, you know,
That's
it
what I'm
could go
saying.
both
It's
ways.
the
It's
windowsill.
going crazy
If
with
they
the
got
crystals.
crystals,
Patrick,
pass chiming in.
Okay,
Patty boy, patty cakes, baker's man,
Podcast P.
podcast
like
P, and the
Push
P
a P.
stands
the
for
crystal.
penis.
That's Pusha P right there. I'm your pusher.
I'm your pusher, man. Oh man. All right, number 4. Jesus Christ. Unmedicated, mentally ill babes.
Yeah.
Unmedicated,
Yeah, that's-
but
They gotta be
mentally
unmedicated.
ill.
Yeah, that's
That's so funny, but I really feel like the medicated ones be slapping too. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it dries it up.
Dries it up?
The medicated, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
But what if it's
I'd be knowing.
alcohol?
It
That wouldn't
dries
be.
it up?
Yeah.
Like
What
they
if,
be in
what
their
if
head
it's
too much?
substance abuse?
No, it's
No.
like it's literally that's a side effect.
The
of-
chemicals.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
But there's lube. Do you feel like less of a man if you use lube?
No, actually.
Neither.
But I just try not to use it.
I've never used it, but I wouldn't feel like less of a
used
man
it
if
a
I
handful
have.
of times, but yeah.
I feel like it would be more like it's just a tool. Like
Yeah.
That's why it was made.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of men
I
and
feel
a lot
like
of
people,
women
I
and a
feel
lot
like
of women
people should use it
That
more.
part.
women
That
more
part.
than men.
My shit dry?
Yeah.
It's
It's
like-
like saying her dick little. That's like saying a woman dick little. Like, my shit dry? My shit little? Like, for real? Like, that's what the equivalent is, no?
My shit little is hilarious.
A little spit start. That's ain't nothing but some spit start. All right, just me.
No,
Just me.
my shit dry. No, wouldn't it be my shit loose?
Yeah, I don't find that that's a thing. I think that's a myth.
What,
No,
loose
but
Gucci?
if
Yeah, I don't
No,
believe
I
that.
had that one time, yeah.
no,
I
but if
don't
it was
believe it.
like
It
the
was-
difference between like a man, like if a man says like oh, or if a woman says she's got a small dick, man would say she got a loose pussy.
I think it's the dryness. I think the dryness is because I really how often have you encountered loose pussy for real? For real. Be honest.
No,
I
I
would
think-
say
I
I would
he's
say
right.
once one where I was just like oh,
Once.
Yeah.
you
Once,
know
yeah.
where I could fit my
Anyone?
hand, my whole hand.
Never experienced it. Right? I don't even know what that's like. Like I know that there's pussy that can start off tight and end
That's
up
usually how it goes, yeah.
looser because it either catches a lot of air in there or whatever the case may be. But just like you put it in, you just don't feel walls. What the fuck? Does that even
honestly,
mean?
It feels
It
like it's
felt
very
like
spacious.
that,
It felt like
dog.
it's like,
There was a
whoa,
point, I was
there's
like-
a lot more room than supposed
I was
to
like
be.
whoa.
That means there was nigga there before you guys.
No, don't say
That means
that.
they was getting.
There's no way.
I'm
Get-
sorry. I don't know. I hate to be the one to break it to y'all.
My life is a lie.
I believed her.
I kind of feel like I believe Marlon.
I don't know. I swear to God,
It would make
I've
sense.
I have had my fair share of the vagine.
Yeah.
Never felt a loose one. I don't know what that means. I've been searching for the meaning for a
Yeah.
long time. I don't get it. Maybe
Honestly.
I feel like sometimes women get super wet
Yeah.
to the point where maybe it may feel like it's loose just because
Never.
it's so wet.
No.
But I don't. I still.
Not
I'm
never,
like.
I've-
I don't get that.
No, see,
And maybe it's a condom thing as well. Because if you're wearing a condom and it's super wet, or you know what I mean, like
that's not great, yeah.
then there's things that can happen where I can see the illusion of that, but just sticking it in first try.
Yeah, it was
loose,
like
that's insane.
It felt very different. I'm like,
Yeah, there was a nigga there
you might be
before.
right,
I'm sorry.
honestly. That's
but
tough.
nah, you know when you do one of these,
Feel around.
and then you go like, wait,
This guy's pop locking in the shit.
I'm literally finger tutting in that bitch, just like
Finger tutting.
Finger tutting is crazy.
Come on, man.
Yo, did you finger that girl? Nah, I finger tutted that guy. You know what I'm saying? Pow, 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 pow. This nigga playing touch. Touch. That's insane. That's nuts. All right, number 3, lesbians.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Yo. I gotta take on lesbians.
I gotta agree. I've had 2 lesbians.
Really?
I swear to God. Like, one just wanted to try it.
Yeah.
And I was
that's
like,
a
you're
dog.
bad. Like, she was one of the baddies, but like,
That's fire.
I hate to say this.
Yeah.
She liked to dress like the guys. Like,
Oh,
she's
nah.
So
It's
she
actually
is-
very exclusive.
Rare. Exclusive. Ladies and gentlemen, Marlon fuck studs.
So Marlon.
Pretty ass studs, yo.
No, but it's not, okay, not like a Lil Wayne. Not like a Lil Ma. Not like a
got
young Ma.
Manny
It wasn't
Fresh,
like a young
It ain't no young mom with the hair. It was more like a Debrat. It was a Debrat. It was a Debrat.
It wasn't
what do
one
you
of
like?
those. It wasn't. Yeah.
She had an uptown
It was
fade.
like she had the single braids. She had the single braids out.
God.
Long single braids. She had a fat ass. You can see it in the cargos. I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, the cargos, yeah.
She just wore a lot of sneakers. That's all. That's all it was. It wasn't like she was like niggifying it up. She didn't wear fitteds. She wore tall tees or anything. She just wore sneakers.
Was
That's
she
it.
Sierra and Boy? Or,
Like
or-
a boy?
Like a boy?
Yeah, exactly. Long hair, sneakers, and all that shit. Baggy t-shirts.
Fucking little Marlon.
Yeah, that's funny. That's
Stronger
hilarious.
clavicles than you. Like,
She just daps me up after. Yeah. that shit was fire. That shit was fire, big bro.
it's so funny. You wear her sweater after.
Oh my
You start
God.
rocking her
Take
hoodie.
her hoodie.
Hands in his pockets and shit. On some shy shit.
You want this back? You're not getting it back.
Hands inside the pocket. Like,
It's mine now.
You guys are ridiculous.
You gonna walk me out?
Are you not gonna walk me to the car?
This is your house.
Shit.
she ordered you the Uber. A pool.
Do you have a code? It's a share.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. All right.
Why
Ooh,
is
I'm
it so
sweating.
funny when you
I'm
flip it?
sweating. I completely lied. That was all content.
Lesbians were on the list.
Holy shit. Number 2, skinny women.
Okay.
Skinny women with best pussy.
I've been surprised.
I've been surprised, but not at the pussy
yeah.
feeling, pussy quality. It was more of the
The lifting, the ability to manhandle.
yeah, the ability to manhandle, but also the impressed that like, oh, you're really taking this. You really.
Oh, yeah. Skinny women
You're
take-
going all the way.
Yeah, they take too much dick.
They take too much?
It's too
No,
easy.
it's actually
Yeah,
insane.
it's too easy,
It's
yeah.
actually they take dick better than
Big girls, yeah.
thicker girls.
Yeah, big girls.
Which
take
is
up all that
always
stuff,
like
which is mad.
Asian women, especially. My goodness, durable.
Have you ever fucked a
A
Asian girl? dude?
skinny Asian, no. Thick Asian, yeah.
Hey man,
That
you,
shit's cool.
you ever touch mochi?
What?
What?
Oh, what kind of kinky thing are you about?
You know what mochi is?
No.
The rice mochi. It's just like very malleable when you squeeze it as hard as you
I don't
can.
like where this is going.
No.
It comes right back to its original state.
Oh, that's
Really?
Pum Pum.
It's Asian boom.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
mochi.
That's Pum Pum in general. That's just that's how vagina works.
Okay.
They all go back to the original state,
Yeah.
which is why I don't get the loose thing.
But mind you, mochi
no.
is glutinous rice. So my whole thing is, my friend shouts to Celeste.
Asian
she
girls
has a
aren't
joke.
gluten free, is what you're trying to say.
No, all I'm saying is mochi, which is rice, is very malleable and soft, and its consistency is similar to the Asian pussy because of all the rice intake. That's really what I'm trying to get to. But you could put two together. That's Asian math for you.
I felt like
Lots
I
of
got it.
rice.
I got it.
Soft pussy.
Oh man, yo, eating a girl out and being like, "Are you gluten free?" That's insane. That's insane.
Getting a reaction is even crazy.
Number 1 on the best pussy list. Can I get a drum roll? Married housewives.
All right.
For
I mean,
sure.
you would know, right?
She said for sure.
It only makes sense.
Holy
It
shit.
only makes sense.
She said this right after the metadata thing. Listen, we're going to end right here, folks. Thank you guys so much.
But wait, who wrote that? Was it the man fucking the married wife or the man married to the wife?
Imagine he was fucking a married skinny lesbian.
That didn't take medication?
But took yoga. That's so funny.
Yo, that's all
Holy
one
shit.
woman.
He's just describing his wife.
The last one was like, and folks, that was my wife.
That was my wife, ladies and
It
gentlemen.
could all
Thank
work
you.
together, though.
Yeah, for
They could be all of the things.
Could be.
Except for the
Oh my God.
Yo, the
got
pussy
that
the Voltron vagina.
The Vultron pussy.
What?
We got the
Crazy.
episode title.
Vultron.
Holy shit, that's the fucking 96 Bulls pussy.
That's that 2017 Warriors pussy. That's
73
crazy.
win? No, that's the one. They lost that one.
Did they? Yeah, they lost.
17.
3-1 comeback. The honorable mentions: baby mamas who don't have their kids.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, the
that's
kids
how
are the
it is.
babizzers. I'm like, what do you
No,
mean?
no,
that
no,
lost,
they don't have their
that
kids.
They
lost
just
their
never
children?
They
have
just
their
don't have
fucking
their
kids.
Yeah, it's either way.
Oh, that's right, because they let them go. They're like, whatever, you take us.
They just want to fuck.
They pawn them on. They pawn them off
That's
to
how it
everyone
was,
else.
Yeah.
Oh, the adoption ones.
No,
No,
not
no,
adoption.
it's like with
They
the
literally
parents
just
or-
aren't
They just-
around. They're
yeah.
absent mothers.
Shout out to that.
Why can't it? Oh yeah.
This guy's still on this. Like, but what do you mean they're gone?
Chicks with those weird tapestries hanging in their rooms.
Yeah.
So that was that.
Yeah.
That was the scar. Wow. All niggas have experienced. That's
That was
crazy.
Yeah.
Lawyers with drinking problems.
Wait.
In Toronto, you got to change that to real estate with drinking problems.
Wait.
Those real estate girlies with
You would
drinking
know.
problems.
This guy would know.
You are.
Hey.
Next one.
You're in the field.
Those real estate girls with drinking problems. Chef's kiss.
Oh my gosh.
Chicks who always need a retwist.
Nah, that was crazy.
That is wild.
Janet Jackson poetic justice. Chicks?
Oh my God. Chicks who work nightlife jobs.
This guy's
DJs,
obvi-
strippers, bartenders.
The guy that wrote
DJ.
this is obviously black.
Yeah, wow, that's racist. But
If
yes.
he talked about
racistly
twists-
correct.
Why? If
Imagine
a
a
white
white
man
boy.
said like, oh, the girls with the twins.
Girls who don't get the retwist done,
Like,
fire.
Or the waist beads.
That
the
waist
waist
beads.
It was
like-
yeah,
That was the giveaway
Yeah.
for sure.
but he's not talking about just all black women because I feel like there's
Oh
there's
no, he's
ones
talking
on
about
the
just
list
women in general. Yeah.
Yeah.
that are
Because there's white,
Definitely
Asian
white.
women. There's so many different
Yeah.
types of women that get the twists.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
know what? Yeah, you're right. The twist is a good close call.
They need
retwist.
a retwist.
Oh,
They
that need.
no, that's specifically black. But I'm saying like maybe the
yoga
very
one,
scrawny one, the yoga one,
post
like,
bachelor
ones-
degree,
even
The
though
ones that need the
divorced.
retwist could easily also be the lesbian
even the housewives.
or the crystals one.
I see white.
Suicide.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I think the crystals one and the yoga one are
No,
the same.
plenty of black people that are suicidal too.
I know. But
This
you
nigga,
know.
Now
what the fuck?
I try to slip that in there.
Making mental health
This is not
a
fucking.
race issue.
This is like the early days of COVID. Black people can't catch that shit.
Oh
This nigga, he started that.
started that shit.
Black people can't get burned in the sun. That's
Yo,
That's crazy.
There's this chick that I was dating, and she was I don't want to spill her beans out there, but she had a fucked up upbringing, and she had a moment of a suicidal moment where she tried to run in front of a car, and I had to like run and push her out the
Oh my
way.
God.
And then she fucking, it was a cold day. And after pushing her out the way, and then her just like flailing, like, get off me. And I'm like, I just fucking said, kill yourself. What's wrong with you? Da, da, da.
Yeah.
Come back. And she runs off. And I'm just like, I give up. And I see her run towards, like, I see something reflecting off light on the floor. And I'm like, is that glass or a mirror or something? Broken glass. I was like, oh shit, she might cut herself.
Oh, fuck.
And I ran towards her. And lo and behold, it's a piece of fucking broken glass or mirror, and then she goes to fucking slice her wrist.
Ew, what
and
a
I
dirty
freaking
mirror.
yo, I straight up body checked her, and then I was just bear hugging her, and in that moment I prayed to God. I was like, God, please give me the strength. I didn't have no jacket on. It's winter, and in that moment,
Damn.
she fucking faints. So like that's a cool trick, God. I asked for strength, He made her weak.
He's like, I can't make you any stronger.
So here you go. Pop. So she faints, and I like pick her up and I walk her back to the car. And then she
superhero Norm.
right, and I'm just like, oh, you know,
I
let me
can be out here, baby.
Normal singing that shit.
right now.
Sure was.
This is all happening before we were about to walk into a prayer
What the
meeting.
fuck is going on?
Okay,
What?
we're going to like a prayer meeting.
Oh, shit.
And then there's supposed to be a choir practice after.
Oh, my God.
So this all happened before that, right?
That shit
So
was
we just
fire.
stayed in the car, and she just like cried on my shoulder, and I'm like, it's okay. And after the guy that we were staying in the house with was like, all right, we're gonna go home now, and then tomorrow we're gonna, you know, perform at the church. That night I took her virginity, and I was like, holy shit!
Hey, bro, I don't like the way you said it. Like, you should have been like, we laid together. You know what I mean? Like,
Now here's the
I took her virginity.
that was sick, my nigga. Now, okay, fine.
he's like, I took it.
Now here's the. I took that shit. No, because we're going back to like how good.
Guess what?
The sex
I took that shit, nigga.
because the sex was so goddamn good.
The girl was mentally
my
unwell.
But she didn't have
And you
any.
took her virginity
my
when she's
God.
mentally unwell.
Unmedicated and occasionally suicidal. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That is a form of manipulation.
Was
I
it
don't
fire?
care.
No. Watch this.
I don't care.
We're like, now this is shout out to my boy Dennis. I'm sorry, buddy, if you hear this.
Straight
So
up?
we're lying in my boy's mother's bed. They're in the Philippines.
Oh my
So
God.
I'm lying
This
in
is
his
crazy.
mother's bed.
Yeah.
While he's in his bedroom, he's like, you can sleep on my mom's bed, whatever. She's gone. So we're lying there in the
He
bed.
said, wait.
That's a sick friend.
Yo, your friend
We're
is
16 years old. We're church kids. He is not expecting none of this.
But your friend is wild for that. Yo, y'all
He
can-
doesn't even
Y'all
know.
can do it in my
You
mom's bed.
sleeping? No, he should have
You
slept
sleeping in your mom's bed
parents'
is crazy.
He was
And
a goody
gave
two-shoes
your
too,
bed
So like,
to
he's a
you.
church choir
No,
kid, so he just
no.
thought we were two kids.
I'm never
that were-
gonna allow somebody to sleep on my mom's
Even
bed.
innocently, like even by themselves.
That's the
super
thing.
wild.
That's how innocent he was. And I was supposed to be the church guy that everyone thought I was. And with her, I was trying to like get her back into
You were
like
trying to manipulate her.
not manipulate. I was just.
be
I brought her into the church. I was helping her.
Trying to
out.
help her see God.
Wanted to be her
Exactly.
savior.
But here's the
her
funny part.
savior.
As I'm like praying to God, and God is doing all these wonderful, amazing things.
Bricked up.
In the moment when we're lying in bed and I'm bricked up, and she's like, we're just making out, whatever. She's like, I want you to take my virginity. I think it's time. And I'm just like, nah, what just happened? This is not right. Like
Yeah.
we can't do it. But like
is
we're
not
doing
right.
everything else,
Yeah.
right? But it's like we just can't go there, you know? And then there was a moment where she's like, please, whatever. And then as
Begging
it started,
you.
Begging for
as
the
it started to happen, she's like, oh my God. And I'm just like, Lord God, I just
Give me
pray
the
to
strength.
You.
She
And now
faints
she's
again.
saying, oh my God. She's going, oh my God. I'm like, oh Lord God. I'm like, oh, this is so good. Oh God. Just the confliction, just everything. That just happened, all the emotions, everything that happened that night. The funniest, the cherry on the cake.
There's a cherry on this cake.
I mean, you took it.
Weeks later, so I had a white,
In his pocket.
I had a sand, I had a merino, I had a white beater, I had one of those undershirts, and
God.
I used that as my towel.
Oh,
Okay. And whatever, I guess it got swept under the bed,
Oh my.
and I forgot. And weeks later, my boy hit me. He's like, "Yo,
My God.
washed. Here you go. You left this."
Oh, he found. Oh, thank God.
He
I thought
washed
the
it.
mom found
no,
the
no, no,
fucking
no,
good
mom's-
you.
bro.
No,
good you
hold
right
on.
there.
I was like, this is a
Mom
CSI
found
episode.
it.
Oh,
Washed it for me. Gave it to him and said, "Here, you left this.
No questions.
No questions."
well, period blood looks like regular blood, so she probably thought.
It wasn't pure blood. It
Well,
was-
not period. Virginity blood. So, period blood.
There was. Don't worry, there was no virginity blood. It was one of those
Oh,
ones. It was.
clean. In
it
and
was.
out.
This is wet suicidal pussy. Sorry, guys. Okay, we'll keep on. It's just a conversation for me and Matt.
I'm done.
Thank you guys for tuning into the Extra Gravy Show. I'm Marlon.
Sick. I promise. I'm normal.
I'm Alicia.
I'm dude.
And that was
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah, you took that shit, bro.
I need to go home.